Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall, Chamberlain to this curious court of the mysterious and the macabre. There's a certain species of alleged human beings that delights in the practice of the practical joke. In ancient days, this was a rather hazardous pastime. It was said the immortal gods frowned on jokers because they considered the practical joke something that only they themselves had the right to play. In a way, they may have been correct, since it can be argued that the gift of life itself was the greatest practical joke the gods ever played on mankind. Our mystery drama, The Transformation of Joe B., written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Hans Conried. It is sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, Brewers of Budweiser, and Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Let me have men about me that are fat, and such as sleep nights. Yon Cassius hath a lean and hungry look. Such men are dangerous. So, the fat men have become the good guys, and the skinny ones are the bad guys, just because William Shakespeare said so. But with all due respect to the immortal bard, where are the facts? Where is the body of evidence to prove that the fats are less treacherous than the leans? We are about to regale you with the tale of a jolly fat man named Joseph B. Jefferson.
Joseph B. Jefferson. No one knew him better than I did. And looking back on it, I see I didn't know him very well at all. Folks called him Joe B. He didn't sleep at night much either. How could he? He was forever thinking up little tricks to play on people. Little, harmless tricks. Like he'd shake hands with you. In his palm, he'd have this thing concealed that'd scare you out of your wits. But he didn't mean no harm. And like he'd offer a fellow a cigar. And when the fellow'd light up, and the cigar would explode. Well, there'd be such a comical look on that fellow's face, you couldn't help but laugh. And although Joe B. was big, 6'3", weighed 300, he could move real quick and quiet. Why, he could just slither up unseen to a person, and in less than a minute, that person'd be hopping up and down like a Zuni Indian doing a rain dance. Joe B.'d slipped him a hot foot, you see. But Joe B. reserved his funniest jokes for Will Tatum. Will's a quiet sort. He's educated, been to college and all, but he really ain't smart. Don't have much ambition, satisfied to be a bookkeeper down to the mill. Still in all, Will did marry Martha Drake. The fact is, Martha did choose him over Joe B. It seems like Joe B. never could get over it. He's always visiting Will and Martha as if he just couldn't believe that they're married. Well, one Sunday morning.
Oh, Joe B.
Well, how are things, Will?
Oh, fine. Come on in.
Yeah. Martha around?
No, she's out shopping.
On a Sunday?
Well, you know Martha. She likes to look around for antiques.
Yeah, that's a foolishness. Hey, there's something new on that sideboard there. What's that in that bowl? Goldfish?
Oh, no, that's a little turtle.
Is that a fact? A turtle? Why did anybody want a turtle?
Just for a pet.
Well, you want to have a pet? Why not get a dog?
Well, you don't have to walk a turtle.
Is this here turtle have a name?
Oh, yes. That's Tartarucus.
Tartar what?
Tartarucus. Means turtle in Greek.
Oh, I see. Sure old Tartar is okay, huh?
Well, he seems happy enough. For a turtle.
Well, he don't look too well to me, Will.
He doesn't?
No, he appears a bit peaked. I'd say he's ailing. What do you feed him?
You know, little bits of chopped meat, bugs, whatever.
Well, he's just not thriving. You got yourself a sick turtle on your hands, Will.
Gee, is that how he looks to you?
No, don't you worry now, Will. We'll pull him through.
Well, the next couple days, Joe B. was walking around town with that great big smile on his face. And if you knew Joe B., You knew a special stunt was brewing.
Hey, Will, look what I got for you. Yeah, how's old Tartar?
Well, all right, I guess.
He appears a bit sluggish to me, but I got something here to pep him up. I phoned a professor at the state college. He said they were working on a specialized turtle diet.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. A diet that'll make a turtle grow strong, healthy, and bigger. And he sent me some in this here package.
A special diet?
Yeah, so why not try it out on old Tartar?
Oh, I'm not sure he needs it.
No, Will, this comes direct from state college. Could it be bad?
Well, no.
Well, then give it a try. What do you got to lose? I'll see you around, Will. Give my best to Martha now.
Yeah, I'll do that, Joby.
So long, Will.
I wonder what the ingredients of this diet could be. Probably highly concentrated protein.
Will, now wait.
Oh, Martha. I didn't know you were home.
Now, you hold it. Don't you feed any of that stuff to Tartarucas.
But Joby said
I know what Joe B. said. I heard every word.
But if you were home all this time, why didn't you come in here and say hello to him?
Because I cannot stand the sight of Mr. Joseph B. Jefferson. Now, don't feed that junk to the turtle.
Why?
It's a trick.
Oh, what kind of trick?
If Joseph B. Jefferson's involved, there has to be a trick.
But what kind of a trick could anyone possibly play on a turtle?
Well, it just goes to show how no one should ever underestimate Joe B. Well, it wasn't more than about 2 weeks later.
Martha,
Yes, dear.
you look, come here. Is it my imagination, or is Tartarucas actually growing?
Well,
You know, I'm sure of it. That turtle is actually getting bigger.
he does seem larger.
Sure, he couldn't have been more than 2 inches in diameter when we bought him, and now look at him, and he's at least 3. It's that diet. The diet Joe B. got for me from the state college. Look what it's been doing for Tartarucas.
Well, I'm afraid.
He's growing bigger every day. Oh, what in the world could possibly be wrong?
Well, I tell you, that turtle seemed to grow about an inch every week. And poor Will started telling everybody about the sensational diet Joe B'd got for him. How it was performing miracles for his turtle. But folks here all wised up. The minute Joe B's name was even mentioned, they knew there was a trick in it. And everybody caught on what it was, even Martha. One morning, she come in to see me.
Lester, you tell Mr. Jefferson to cut it out.
Cut what out, Martha?
Now, don't you look so innocent. You know what he's doing. He's got a bunch of turtles of different sizes, and he's switching them on poor Will.
Well, that ain't against the law, Martha.
I'll tell you what is against the law, Lester. And as deputy sheriff, you want to be aware of it.
Now, Martha...
Sneaking into our house while Will's at the plant and I'm teaching school, now that's trespass.
Now, Martha, you can't prove.
Why is everybody in this town so terrified of Joseph B. Jefferson?
You want to swear out a warrant for his arrest? You got to have evidence. Oh, look, Martha, why don't you tell Will what Joe B's up to, and then it'll be all over.
I can't do that, Lester.
Well, why can't you?
Because I'm Will's wife.
I should think that was just because you're Will's wife.
Look, everybody in town's laughing at him, Lester, and if I tell him, it means I'm in on the joke, too, that I was smart enough to see something he couldn't. No, as far as Will's concerned, I can't know anything about all this, Lester.
Well, I don't know what I can do, Martha.
Well, you tell Joe B. this, for me. Tell him the very next time he sneaks into the house to switch those turtles, I might just be waiting there with a 12-gauge.
Now, Martha, there's no need to
I might just be a scared and nervous lady alone in the house, frightened by what I think is a prowler. I could be so frightened out of my wits, I might just shoot first.
Now, Martha, you're only looking for trouble.
Now, just think, if I kill him by mistake, the joke, finally, would be on him, wouldn't it?
Well, I told Joe B. what she'd said. But I seen right off it was a mistake, because now a new element had been added. Danger. And now there was a light in his eye. His face become flushed. And now I became scared.
You call it off? Why, Lester, I just begun.
Now, look, Joe B., how much larger can a turtle get?
Well, you ain't going to get any larger. You see, this particular stunt is a double reverse. Yes, sir. The first double reverse of my career. That old turtle is going to get smaller.
Smaller? How can he get smaller?
The exact way he got bigger, with a little help from his friends. Do you know Will?
Oh, come on, Joby.
Martha around?
Oh, no, she's out shopping.
For antiques, huh?
No, groceries.
Will, I'm afraid I don't have good news. Matter of fact, it could be pretty bad news for old Tartar.
Wait, what's wrong?
Well, you know that professor over the college? He called me on the phone. He said not to feed any more of that stuff to old Tartar.
But, Joe B., I don't understand. Tartarucus seems to be thriving.
Well, he is, and he ain't. You see, the professor said they just made an amazing discovery about that diet. It seems that after a while, the turtle, instead of growing bigger, starts getting smaller.
Smaller?
Yeah. He starts growing smaller and smaller until one day, well, there just ain't nothing left of him at all. He just disappears.
And that's exactly what began to happen. It appeared to poor Will Tatum that his turtle was growing smaller and smaller in front of his eyes. Everybody in town thought it was the most comical thing. But what everybody didn't know was the game Martha was playing with Joe B. She was waiting for him with that double-barrel shotgun. But she couldn't be in the house 24 hours a day, and so far, Joe B. was lucky. But I didn't want to have a murder on my hands. And since I couldn't talk sense to Martha or to Joe B., I figured my only hope was Will himself.
Oh, come on in, Lester.
Oh, thank you, Will. How's old Tartar?
Well, he's getting smaller and smaller.
Will, what kind of game are you playing? Why do you let Joe B. make a fool out of you? You know what he's been doing with them turtles. Well, you do, don't you?
Yeah.
So why do you let him get away with it?
Look, Lester, I have to. I have to let him get away with it.
You realize everybody in town thinks that you're a sap.
Well, Lester, they'd think so anyhow.
That's no answer.
Well, maybe there isn't any answer.
There's gotta be. Why do you allow Joe B. Jefferson to make you the town fool? That's what he's doing, you know.
Yes, I know.
And why do you stand for it?
Would you rather I killed him?
Now then, it seems that more than one member of a certain family might want to kill Mr. Joseph B. Jefferson. Martha, we can understand. But mild-mannered, easygoing Will? Why does he feel he has to take abuse? Well, now, think of people you know who seem to keep asking for punishment. I'll be back shortly with Act 2. It has been written, tell one joke and you make 10 enemies. But that's only if you tell a joke. The figures really expand when you perform a joke. Joseph B. Jefferson, or Joe B., as he is unaffectionately called, is playing a joke on Will Tatum, and Will knows it.
I can't understand what you're saying, Will. Why would you have to kill Joe B.?
In self-defense?
Oh, you really lost me, Will. Joe B. ain't threatening your life.
Oh, but he is.
How?
Lester, why does he play practical jokes?
Why? Because he's full of fun.
He's filled with hate.
Oh, now, Will...
It's how he expresses his hostility. Each joke is intended to bring pain and embarrassment to another human being.
Now, Will...
He hates people.
Oh, that's going a bit far.
You know I'm right, Lester. It's his way of wounding, even killing people. And we have to let him do it. You know why? Because if we stopped him, he'd have to do it in earnest.
Oh, now you lost me.
No, you understand me. You just don't want to accept it, but you understand it. He hates me. First of all, because I married Martha.
Oh, now, he never did have much of a chance with Martha.
But he thinks he did. Second, I'm different. I read books. I have crazy ideas.
Will, aren't you making too much of this?
He has to have this outlet for his hatred, you see? Now, suppose I'd nipped this whole turtle thing in the bud. Suppose I called the turn every time he pulled one of his jokes. I would eventually force him, provoke him, into physical violence. And then it would become a matter of kill or be killed.
Oh, I wish there was something I could do.
It keeps on building inside him. The urge to hurt people becomes stronger, and he has to satisfy it by becoming more and more complicated and expensive in his jokes. What? He must have gone out and bought 15, maybe 20 turtles.
All them little turtles look alike.
Not exactly alike, Lester. Not like these. I tell you, a jeweler couldn't match pearls in a lady's necklace more carefully. And the sizes. Oh, that has to be subtle planning. It's perfect. He's an artist. But his mind, Lester, it's twisted. The time, the trouble, and now the very real risk he has to undergo.
Well, I still say you have to stop it. He's making you look like a dummy.
On the other hand, it's also known as turning the other cheek, isn't it? Excuse me, Lester.
Why, there, Will. I just thought I'd drop in to see how old Totter's getting on.
Not too good, Joe B.
Well, hello there, Lester. Anybody being placed under arrest around here?
Well, there's somebody that ought to be.
Hey, now look at old Totter. He did get just a mite smaller, don't you think, Will? Oh, poor old fella.
Will, look at this. Look what I bought. Oh, I didn't know we had company.
Well, good evening, Martha.
Yeah, I was just going.
What is that ugly old plate you got there, Martha? Is that one of them antiques you keep running after?
Well, it's obviously a very old platter. The man said it was from somewhere in Central Europe around the 12th century. It doesn't matter. I only paid $1 for it.
$1 for a beat-up tin thing like that?
It's bronze. And you can see the designs on it. It looks like a coat of arms.
Hey, Mother, you may have stumbled across a real find. It must have been 2 days later when it all began. Early in the morning. Before Martha and Will had to leave for work, Joe B. came to call.
Martha, Will, I want you to listen to me and not interrupt till I've said my piece. I had a dream last night.
Would you like a cup of coffee, Joe B?
I seen an angel dressed in white and holding a sword. The hilt was gold and the blade was made of fire. And this angel said to me in a voice as sweet as honey, but at the same time edged with steel, Joseph B. Jefferson, you change your ways here. You stop playing them practical jokes on people, or you will roast an everlasting flame of hell. Will, Martha, can you ever forgive me?
Forgive you?
Now, what is this all about?
Now, forgive me for the stunt I pulled on you with that turtle. I've been switching 15 of them back and forth. Forgive me for all the pain and embarrassment I've ever caused you.
Oh, Joe.
Now, starting today, I'm beginning a new life. I want to be your friend. I mean, a real friend. And I want you to be mine.
Oh, Joe B., I can hardly believe what I'm hearing.
I can hardly believe what I'm saying, Martha, but something come over me, a kind of a transformation.
Oh, Joe B., Will and I, we would truly value your friendship.
For the next week, all you could hear around town was the transformation of Joe B. Folks could hardly believe it, but there was Joe B. Smiling, gentle, kindly, a new Joe B. A fellow could just not do enough for you. I said to myself, if this is a practical joke of Joe B's, sure it's the biggest one of them all. But what could he gain by it? Well, one morning he was having breakfast with Martha and Will when Joe Purley, the letter carrier, knocked on the door. Morning, Miss Tatum.
Oh, what can I do for you, Mr.
I got a letter here. I think maybe it's too important to leave in the box. Never did handle such a letter in all my entire life. That's a handsome envelope, ain't it? It's made out of parchment, and your name and address is engraved. You see, there's this, well, it looks like some royal coat of arms right here.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Purley. If it turns out there's anything in this envelope that concerns you, I'll send for you immediately. Good morning.
Morning.
Will,
Yes,
what do you make of this?
Hey, that's something. We'll open it.
Well, it's almost a pity to tear this envelope. What could it be?
Oh, what does it say?
Let me see. Here, dear Mrs. Tatum, an heirloom of purely sentimental value, which has been in our family for some generations, disappeared some time ago. I have traced it to the United States and, by a fortunate stroke, to you. I am interested in buying it, and I offer you $500. I am staying at the Excelsior Hotel in Chicago. The plate has no intrinsic value, and $500 is an extremely generous offer. May I hear from you? Signed, Maximilian Maruca, Grand Duke. Oh, Will, what do you think?
Gee, well, what a stroke of luck.
And it only cost me $1.
Hey, let's send this guy a letter immediately. Well, what, Joe B?
Well, it's your platter, your decision. But why should this fella offer you $500 for that junky platter?
Well, obviously, it's a family heirloom.
Obviously. Why? Because he says so? Well, why $500? Why not $50? Why not $1,000? Who is he anyhow?
It says here, Prince Maximilian Maruka, the Royal House of Serenia.
Serenia? Well, now, where is Serenia? I never heard of it.
Well, still, a man wants to offer us $500. Now, that's a return of $499 on my investment. Are you saying not to take it?
All I'm saying, Martha, is sleep on it.
Well, Martha and Will, they couldn't sleep on it. They was too excited. $500 is like a fortune.
Well, you sleep on it?
Yes.
Yeah, and we decided to take the man's offer.
Well, if that's what you decided.
I'll write this fellow, Prince Maximilian, in the Excelsior Hotel in Chicago.
No, you can do better than that, honey. You can call him up.
That's right. Oh, hello? I want to place a long-distance call to the Excelsior Hotel in Chicago to a Prince Maximilian Maruka. Right. Well, just think all the things we could do with that $500, huh? My goodness, she's ringing the hotel now. And the clerk is answering. Oh, see who that is, Will?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, my goodness. The clerk is ringing the prince's room right now.
Morning, folks. Another important-looking letter. One of them real classy parchment envelopes.
Oh,
thank you, Mr. Ferry.
Oh, it must be another letter from the prince. Open it, dear. See what he says. It's answered. The phone is answered. Hello? Oh, my goodness, it's a prince.
Oh, Martha.
Yes, Your Highness. I'm Mrs. Tatum.
Martha.
I got your letter. Yes, sir. Your offer is acceptable.
No, Martha, this is a letter from the Grand Duke Tycroft, who offers you $1,000 for the platter.
What?
$1,000.
Prince, Your Highness, I'll call you back. What does that letter say?
Well, it says, Dear Mrs. Tatum, we are tracing a valuable relic of our country's past. We have reason to believe you may have bought it at a flea market. Enclosed is a picture. If it is the same platter, I will offer you $1,000 for it. Sincerely, the Grand Duke Vasil Tycross, Hotel Imperial, New York City.
Oh, Will, you realize what this means? It means we can get $1,000 for it.
Only, Martha, you already agreed to sell it for $500 to the prince.
I agreed to no such thing.
He accepted his offer.
If you'll excuse me, Will, Martha didn't exactly accept. She said his offer was acceptable. That's merely a statement of fact, not intent.
Ethically, she accepted his offer.
But we can get twice as much from this new person.
Martha, a promise is a promise.
But it's $1,000 against $500.
Money isn't everything.
You talk as if it's nothing at all. Sometimes, Will Tatum, it might be well for you to get your head out of the clouds.
Martha, Will, you two shouldn't quarrel over money.
But they did quarrel. They quarreled long and loud. And you should remember they were both folks who never quarreled at all. And the letters came from Chicago, from New York, from the Prince, from the Grand Duke.
Dear Mrs. Tatum, if my original offer is insufficient, I will raise it to $1,500. It is of the utmost importance that my family recover this precious heirloom. I offer you $2,000. $5,000. Signed, Prince Maruka. 10,000. Grand Duke Tycroft. And you, Will. You wanted to sell this platter for $500. Now when I get this $50,000...
50? You've only been offered 10.
These two men need that plate. I tell you the bidding will reach $50,000. More.
I've never seen you like this,
Oh,
Martha.
I'm glad I listened to Joe B. There's a man with brains.
All right, now stop right there and now. It's a stunt.
What? How? How could it be a stunt?
Well, you said the magic word, Joe B.
I don't understand.
Joe B's been trying to tear me down in your eyes ever since we've been married. You know it. The direct attack doesn't work, so he switches tactics.
What kind of tactics?
Well, it's working, isn't it? We're quarreling with each other. This house has become unpleasant, uncomfortable.
Will,
Honey, it's the old catch flies with honey routine. Now, that platter you picked up at some flea market gave him an inspiration. So he's been writing you these phony letters.
Phony?
Of course they're phony. They have to be phony.
But, Will, I've spoken to both the Prince and the Grand Duke in Chicago and New York.
Now, phony. He hired actors.
But Will...
Martha, I can prove it. Beyond the shadow of a doubt.
When in doubt, quote Shakespeare, reputation is an idle and most false imposition, oft got without merit, and lost without deserving. Or the Bible. Can the leopard change its spots? The point is, has Joe B. undergone a sincere conversion, or is the wolf only disguised in sheep's clothing? Act 3 shall complete the tale. Everyone dreams of finding a Rembrandt in some old dusty attic, or stumbling on that rare forgotten first edition, or that priceless coin or stamp. And Martha Tatum dreamed that dream, too. Now it would seem her dream has come true. But there is a small cloud, no larger than a man's hand, looming on the horizon. And that cloud's name is Joe B.
How can you prove all this is just another one of Joe B.'s stuff?
I'll prove it.
Look, would he hire a man to live at the Excelsior Hotel in Chicago and another to stay at the Imperial in New York? Well, they've been there 2 weeks, and those places cost a fortune.
Oh, Martha, money is no object to Joe B. He's willing to spend it.
But to invest so much money, effort, time, he'd have to be crazy.
He is crazy. Dangerously crazy.
But where's your proof?
It's in the public library.
The public library?
Yeah, come on along. This is the Almanac de Gotha. It's got a listing of all the royal and noble families of Europe. Now, Joe B. wouldn't know about a thing like this, you see. So let's turn to Serenia and just see.
We'll look. Right here, at the bottom of the page.
The House of Maruka, first Prince Maximilian.
There is a Prince Maruka, a real prince. Now, turn to the keys.
Yeah, but Martha, how...
Here, the House of Tycroft, hereditary Grand Dukes, perpetually at war with the House of Maruka.
Gee, Martha,
That's why they're bidding against each other for the platter. It must have some sort of political significance.
Okay, all right. He's smarter than I gave him credit for.
Will!
He knew I'd check up on him.
Oh, Will, you're becoming neurotic on the subject.
Now, wait a minute. The Almanac de Gotha. You usually don't find that in small-town libraries. What's it doing here?
You're the one who said
I can prove something. Just let me talk to Letty, the librarian. Letty?
Good morning, Will.
Letty, the Almanac de Gotha, how does it happen that you've got it?
It came as a gift.
Oh, a gift, huh?
Oh, we get lots of books as gifts.
And when did it come?
A few weeks ago.
Who sent it?
It was anonymous.
Yeah, that figures. You see, Martha, it all falls into place. He got the Almanac de Gotha and found the family names he wanted. And then he sent the Almanac here to the library in case I became suspicious.
Will, are you sure you're all right?
And now the story's all over town.
But you're being unreasonable.
The bidding will go up to 100,000, and then the whole thing will collapse and be exposed for the practical joke that it is. The biggest practical joke Joe B. ever pulled.
Oh, Will, leave Joe B. out of this. He's reformed. He has nothing to do with it.
No.
But you always wanted to believe good of everyone.
Everyone except Joe B. I can prove he's at the bottom of it.
You haven't been able to prove anything yet.
Well, Will was right. The whole town was talking, gossiping and speculating. And people just couldn't get over Martha Tatum's good luck. But things were going from bad to worse between Will and Martha.
Hello? Who? Oh, yeah, she is. Martha.
Thank you. Hello? Oh, yes, Paul. Surely. Now, I wanted the sofa in blue. And how about lime for the drapes? Lime, yes. Well, we can talk about it tomorrow. Bye now.
What can we talk about tomorrow, Martha? And who is Paul?
Oh, he's a new interior decorator in town, and he's designing our new home.
What new home?
The one we're going to buy.
With what?
With the money we're getting from the plate.
But, Martha, we're not getting any money. The whole thing's a fraud.
The bidding is already up to $30,000, so it shows what you know.
Martha, what's happened to you? You've lost your head. You're not going to get any money. Joe B. This is to be his greatest stunt.
Will, if you speak one more word against Joe B., I'll never talk to you again in my life.
Well, Will, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? What are you, a deputy sheriff, doing in a saloon?
Well, I came here to get a drink. You came here to get drunk. Two different things.
Well, happy days.
You won't find happy days in the bottom of that glass. Will, what's it all about?
Martha, you see, Lester, Joe B's gonna make her and me the laughing stock of this town. This royal plate stunt of his, he'll make Martha look like such a fool. And when it suits him, he'll tell everybody how he worked.
Oh, I can't believe
Remember what I told you? He was progressing from a hot foot and exploding cigars. The stunts would get grander and more elaborate, more expensive.
No, but you have to have proof, Will.
I have the best proof in the world. The feeling in my bones.
Okay, maybe you're right. What are you going to do?
I don't know. Yes, I do know. This is a showdown that has to come. I tried to keep peace. I went out of my way. But this thing between Joe B. and me, it's got to be settled. Finally.
No, Will, don't be hasty.
Well, you're the one who said it originally, Lester. You remember when he pulled the turtle trick? You said I'd have to stop him, and I said no. Well, I see now that was just appeasement on my part.
But what do you plan to do?
Oh, I can't discuss that with the deputy sheriff.
Morning, folks. Here's your usual mail from their royalties and the rest of it.
Thank you, Mr. Pearly. Good day.
What's the price today, Miss Tatum?
You'll be informed in due time, Mr. Pearly. Now, what's this? Oh, Mrs. Tatum, on behalf of a free Serenia, we beg you not to sell the plate to either the Grand Duke or the Prince. This plate, the symbol of authority, should be given to the Committee for a Free Serenia. We have no money, but you will be amply repaid by the goodness of your deed. What do you suppose this is all about?
Oh, you're at it. It's fantastic. Give them the platter.
Give them?
Well, yes, certainly. They deserve it.
Now I know why the Duke and the Prince kept bidding. Evidently, the party that has the plate has the claim to being the legitimate government. Oh, I'll have to show this to Joe B. It puts a new perspective on things. Oh, this plate, it's no longer worth thousands. It's the fate of a nation. It's worth millions.
But if we believe in freedom and justice and liberty...
Oh, but we do. We certainly do.
Well, then we should give this to the people, not sell it.
Oh, you should never let sentiment interfere with business.
Is that something you learned from Joe B?
Well, it's certainly something you never learned. What do you think, Joe B?
Well, there's got to be a crank. This thing has been in the papers. Obviously, somebody's trying to cash in on it. Look, forget it. Here's what we're going to do, Martha. We'll invite the Grand Duke and the Prince to come here, say, on Saturday, and they can bid. Winner gets the plate.
Oh, I better answer it, Joe B.
Hi, folks. Just one letter today. What's the bid now?
Oh, you won't miss a thing, I promise you, Mr. Pearly. Good day.
Good day.
This envelope, it looks the same as the one I got the other day. It is the same. Listen, dear Mrs. Tatum, the plate belongs to the people. We will use any means to recover it. If you refuse to let us have it, the Committee for a Free Serenia.
Well, that settles it.
Settles what?
This can be dangerous.
Oh, Will, I tell you, it's a crime.
I won't have that plate in my house.
Now, just a minute. It's as much my house as
Now,
yours.
wait, I will take custody of the plate for you, Martha. I'm handling the negotiations anyhow.
Oh, well, it'll probably be safer with you.
Now, we'll set the time and place for the Prince and Grand Duke to arrive. Tell them to bring plenty of money.
Well, you mean you're going to disregard this letter? How can you?
Well, I better be getting along. Got plenty of details to tend to. Let me have the plate. Huh?
But we'll talk later.
Goodbye, folks, and Will, don't be so nervous.
Martha, get out of it.
Out of what?
Give the plate to the committee, whoever they are.
And give up $1 million?
Martha, there isn't any $1 million. Come Saturday, you'll be waiting for the phony prince and the Grand Duke, and nobody will show up. And then Joe B will start laughing out loud in public and start telling how he did it.
Well, let me show you how wrong you are. You say the Grand Duke is phony. The prince is phony. The plate is phony.
Yes.
Then if it's all phony, why isn't the Committee for Freedom or whatever phony too? You see? You can't answer that.
Well, from here on, a lot of things can't be answered. Because that night, I was sitting in my office. I got a call from Letitia Haas, a librarian who lives down the street from Joe B.
Lester, you better come quick. I think I've seen someone prowling around the outside of Joe B.'s house. And I'm not sure, but I think he might have had a gun.
But just as I arrived at Joe B.'s house, I jumped out of the car. I ran into the house. Yeah, there was the heavy smell of cordite. A gun had gone off in here. And in the living room, lying dead on the floor, was Joe B. Yeah, all 300 pounds of Joe B. Dead.
The plate, you say the plate's gone, Lester?
Yeah, it's gone, Martha.
Then the committee, whoever they were, came there and killed him. Oh, poor Joe B.
Yeah, poor Joe B.
You better lie down, dear.
Yes.
Before you do, Martha, you say you were asleep when it happened, and Will?
Yes, Will and I went to sleep at the same time.
I see. Go get some rest, Martha.
Yes, I will.
Did you kill him, Will?
Why would I kill him?
Well, let us say you went over to his house.
Why?
To offer him a way out. Get rid of the plate by giving it to the committee or whatever. This means that poor Martha is left with egg on her face, waiting for the nobility to show up and offer her millions. He refuses. He wants you and her to be humiliated completely. So you shoot him.
Now, Lester, why should I shoot the man who's helping my wife to become a millionaire?
Will, you told me it had come to a showdown. You or him. His practical jokes had forced one of you to kill the other.
Oh, but he reformed. He no longer played jokes.
Now, what do you call this plate thing?
Who says that's a joke? The names are real? Who says the letters are a fake? Who says the plate is a fake? It's gone, so we'll never know. You call the hotels in New York and Chicago. The Prince and the Duke, dead register there.
Yeah, but we know...
What do we know? Lester, we only know that my wife bought a plate at a flea market. From then on, she received a number of letters. One of them was threatening. And as a result, Joe B. was killed. The plate is gone, and the whole thing is all over. Now, can we let it rest at that?
Well, I suppose we'll have to let it rest at that.
And there the matter rested. And who knows the truth? Was it a genuine antique plate? Did the royal houses and the revolutionaries try to recover it? Did Will write the last letters himself? If he did, he'd be a fool to tell. And basically, why should we even press him? Well, we'll have something interesting to tell you in just a few moments. Do you The Boy Who Cried Wolf is a favorite fable for children, but it has its most serious applications. After all, adults who cry wolf, by virtue of their very age, have been crying it longer than children. So, here you had Joe B., Joseph B. Jefferson, a practical joker all his life. Had he reformed in the end, or was this his last and greatest stunt? Our cast included Hans Conried, Ian Martin, Rainer Rayburn, and Joe Silver. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, brewers of Budweiser. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the
CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Look not upon the wine when it is red in the cup. The good book tells us, it biteth like a serpent, it stingeth like an adder. But when it glows that fiery red and bites and stings like a rattlesnake, that's when it bubbles the blood and fires the brain. That's the time, the only time it's worth looking at. But it's hard, so hard to do the right thing. And it's such a small word, such a tiny word. It only has 2 letters. Why is it so hard to say no? I'm guilty.
I say you're innocent.
I wanted to kill him.
That's unimportant.
The gun.
Yes.
My fingerprints are on the gun.
I still say you're innocent.
Why?
Because I want to believe it.
Our mystery drama, Little Green Death, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Kim Hunter. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and Contact, the 12-hour cold capsule. I'll be back shortly with Act 1.
The standard engine is a V8. Standard tires, steel-belted radials. There are front and rear stabilizer bars, special springs and shock valving, fast-ratio power steering, and a rally steering wheel. What makes all this interesting is that it belongs to a full-size 6-passenger Buick, the 1977 LeSabre Sport Coupe. You'll have to drive it to believe it. Here in my hand is a little capsule. It's Contact. It contains enough cold medicine to help relieve cold symptoms caused by every known virus. Think about that the next time you're sick. Sneezing, dripping, all clogged up. Then let us help you with real medicine, like Contact. We're #1 in the whole world.
Give your cold to Contact. Real medicine for real cold.
Take only a strip.
How do you do? And now, a tale of what happened when last I walked these streets. What's the trouble, lady?
I don't know. My car seems to stall all the time.
Oh, what you need is some headlight fluid. It'll make your car go like a jackrabbit.
Do you really think so?
Don't let him touch that car, madam. I'm the man from the Better Business Bureau. Make sure you know that the repair firm you do business with is a reputable one. There isn't any such thing as headlight fluid. And if you had read your owner's manual, you'd know this.
Oh, I can't believe it. And he seems so nice.
And that's the way it was. At a place in Russia called Borodino, Napoleon won a battle but lost a war. Now, why should we be concerned? This is, after all, the Mystery Theater, not the History Theater. You see, at the Battle of Borodino, Napoleon was not his usual alert, brilliant self. He was tired. It was an effort to think, to act. Why? Because he had a cold. And why did he have a cold? Because his feet were wet. And why? Because his orderly was drunk the night before and had neglected to make sure that the emperor would have a pair of dry boots. And so the history of the world was changed. We don't even know that orderly's name. But let us consider some other workings of blind chance.
Oh, my head.
You looking at me for sympathy?
Please, don't shout.
I'm only whispering.
This time, I swear I'll stay on the wagon.
Till you fall off again.
Look, I got it down to once a year.
Once too many. Where did you go last night?
Oh, boy, do I know.
Well, what did you do?
Do I remember?
All year, you hardly touch a drop.
I know.
And then one night, for some reason, for no reason you ever want to talk about, you just get blind, staggering drunk. Now, why?
If I could answer that. If only I could answer that.
Are you going to work today?
Oh, sure. Big sale. Got to open the store early.
Elmer, look, about the note.
Yeah, well, that's why I thought we'd have the sale. Raise cash quickly.
Did you talk to Bob Kirtland?
Well, yeah.
About an extension?
You know Bob Kirtland.
He said no.
Don't worry. I'll have the cash for him by next week.
Sure, by giving away all the stock in the store.
Won't be that bad.
It'll be worse. We needed the extension, Elmer, so we could work off the debt and still have some equity.
I went to see Kirtland at his country house. I told him if he didn't give me an extension, it'd mean I'd probably have to go out of business. You know what he said? He said in the long run, he'd be doing me a favor.
He what?
He said I wasn't cut out for business. The sooner I realized it, the better.
Okay, it's been a bad year, Elmer. It's not your fault.
Well, I told him, and he just said it hadn't been a bad year for him. Just for fellows who didn't know what they were doing.
So how did you leave it?
How did I leave it?
Oh, he may have said no, but is there any possibility that he might change his mind?
I don't think so.
Would it help if I asked him?
I don't think so. Bob Kirtland is a man who's completely devoid of sentiment.
Oh, don't say that.
Well, furthermore, he has it in for me personally.
Now, that's where you're wrong. Bob Kirtland never gets personal about business.
Yeah, well, I think that's changed.
What do you mean?
I got a little personal about Bob Kirtland last night.
Elmer.
I couldn't help it. I saw all those years of hard work and every dollar we have in the world going down the drain, and
And what?
Well, I guess I told him off.
Oh.
I called him a vulture.
A vulture?
And then I stopped off at Sid's, had a drink.
Mm-hmm.
And then another drink.
I see.
That's all I remember, really. I'm sorry, Lucy. I'm really, really sorry.
All right, well, you are going to pick up the phone and call Bob Kirtland, and you are going to apologize.
Now, wait just a minute.
It has to be done.
Not after what I said to him.
Especially after what you said to him.
I've got my pride.
Yeah, pride is an extravagance you can't afford.
That's what he wants to do, make me crawl.
He is a meticulous man. The floor is clean in his house.
I won't do it.
I'll dial his number. Oh, now what do you suppose that is at this hour of the morning? Well, don't stand there, Elmer. Open it.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Oh, it's you, Sheriff.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's me.
Well, that doesn't sound so good. Well, come on in anyhow. We see you once a year. Each time after Elmer's had his little evening. You were here last, let's see, yes, it'll be a year next month. Elmer went swimming in the town hall fountain.
You want a cup of coffee, Sheriff?
Well, I do, but I don't know if I should. I come here to place Elmer under arrest.
Huh?
Well, what for? Did I do something crazy last night?
I'm afraid you did.
What did he do, Sheriff?
Elmer, I arrest you for the murder of Robert Kinfeather Kirtland.
Oh, no.
And I must inform you that anything you say may be used against you.
Murder?
Bob Kirtland? He's dead?
Yes, last night.
But why do you say that Elmer did it?
Elmer was there.
But that's right. I was.
Elmer, did you?
I don't know.
We found the gun.
Elmer's never fired a gun in his life. Well, Elmer wouldn't know how. He wouldn't even own a gun. He dislikes guns. Everybody knows that.
That may be true, but he fired one at Bob Kirtland last night.
How can you say that?
His fingerprints are on it.
Well, how could it...
I'm sorry.
Elmer.
I don't know.
Well, all right. Bob had Elmer in a very tight squeeze.
The whole town knows that.
And Elmer went to visit him last night to see if they could make some kind of a financial arrangement. Do you understand, Sheriff?
Yeah, it's clear.
And Bob Kirtland, being Bob Kirtland, I mean no disrespect to the dead, but, well, Bob Kirtland was the meanest, stingiest, most vindictive.
Yeah, I've heard that said.
Well, and one word led to another. Elmer became so angry, so desperate. You see, he faces the loss of everything. Do you realize that?
Yes.
And so he lost his temper, and in a fit of rage, he killed Bob Kirtland. It's murder, yes, but you see, it's not cold-blooded, premeditated murder. Oh, it's not justified. Murder is never justified, but it is understandable, and the jury will have to take that into consideration.
The jury also have to take something else into consideration, Lucy.
What's that?
The fact that he had a gun.
A gun?
A fit of rage, all very well, Lucy. But why did he bring the gun unless he meant to use it? Elmer?
I don't know, Sheriff. I just don't know.
Lucy. Well, I didn't think you'd be in the store today.
I can't afford not to be in the store, Phil.
I want you to know I'll do everything I can.
Thanks, Phil.
I don't believe Elmer could have killed Bob Kirtland.
Well, they've got a gun with his fingerprints.
I don't care about that. Do you believe Elmer's guilty?
It's crazy. Elmer's the sweetest, most gentle human being in the whole wide world, but maybe once a year when he starts drinking...
I believe he's innocent.
Oh, Phil, you and Elmer, you're two of a kind.
No, we're not. We're friends. We're buddies since kindergarten. But I'm not like Elmer at all. And you know that. I'm practical. But he's a dreamer. I'm down to earth. I've made money, a lot of money. And it's yours. Yours and Elmer's.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, oh, no? I'm Elmer's friend. I'm your friend. You should have borrowed the money from me in the first place instead of going to Bob Kirtland.
But you don't borrow money from friends.
Now, look, Elmer needs a lawyer.
Well, I thought I'd ask Lou Ballantyne.
To do what? Lucy, this is a murder case.
I know, but Lou is very good.
Sure, at drawing up contracts, writing wills, but he's never, ever defended against a murder charge.
Yes, but still,
It's like it is with doctors. You don't go to a psychiatrist to take your appendix out. Now, you need a lawyer who specializes in murder, and you're not going to find one in this town.
I just don't know what to say then.
I do. I've engaged a lawyer for you.
You have?
You need one of the best lawyers in the world, because that jury is going to be afraid to acquit Elmer, or even to let him off easy.
How can you say that? Elmer grew up in this town. Everybody knows him. They'll be fair.
Melissa Kirtland is on her way home from Europe. Her father's dead. Now she owns the town.
Well...
Lucy, look, I forgave you for marrying Elmer. But she never forgave Elmer for marrying you. Now, that's why you need a lawyer who can keep the judge and the state's attorney and even the jury on their toes.
Oh, Melissa wouldn't...
Wouldn't what? Oh, Lucy, you're a very sweet and decent person, but you shouldn't judge everyone by yourself. On that jury, you'll have shopkeepers, you'll have farmers. They won't be out to alienate Melissa Kirtland, the richest woman in the county.
But Elmer wasn't himself. Everybody knows he wasn't himself.
It'll be tried before Judge Gary.
Judge Gary is fair and honest.
And Jerry Holt, the DA, would like to run for governor. The Kirtland family has been the biggest contributor to the party.
Phil, I don't know what to do.
You don't have to do anything.
We'll make sure Elmer gets every possible break. I've already engaged a lawyer from New York.
I don't think any lawyer could help.
This one can. She's never lost a case.
She?
Oh, come on now. Are you prejudiced because she's a woman? Interesting question. When a man faces trial for his life, no one can be closer to him than his attorney. And if the lawyer happens to be a woman, can his wife ever really feel completely at ease? Especially if he's acquitted. It means that the most important thing in his life will have been done for him by another woman. I just bring this up as a bonus. I'll return shortly with Act 2.
This is Howard Cosell introducing the one subject about which I cannot speak with authority, CB radio, but I'm not alone. Therefore, for everyone who hungers for knowledge, I question General Electric. Their answers make it apparent why GE is expert in CB. Listen to the words of Jim Tillman, GE CB Engineering Manager. Jim, give me one good reason to buy GE CB.
Performance, Howard.
A hackneyed phrase. Be specific.
Okay. There's been much speculation that 40-channel units have less power than 23s. However, GE's 40-channel models are engineered for maximum allowable power and exceed FCC guidelines on interference.
Maximum allowable power? Sounds like my good wife, Emmy. But seriously, Jim, it argues persuasively for GE CB. Performance, another reason to buy GE CB. This is Howard Cosell saying GE. That's more than you can say about any other CB.
When I was a little kid, I didn't worry at all about taxes, but my daddy did. Then, when I graduated from high school, I started to earn money and pay taxes myself. Actually earned enough to take some business courses, and then I opened my own carryout shop. Eventually, that one shop became 14 carryouts, spread all over the city. Well, now I'm retired, and since I'm over 65, I'm eligible for special income tax benefits, like an extra $750 exemption, special provisions when I sell my home, and even a credit for the elderly. The Internal Revenue Service has a free booklet that tells you all about tax benefits for older Americans. Use the coupon inside your tax package to order it. You'll be surprised how much help it'll give you. Sure helped me.
Well, if you say so, Granddaddy.
Yeah, I say so.
The hand, they say, is quicker than the eye. But what, then, is quicker than either? Why, the mind, of course. Mind, eye, and hand. They were designed to work in unison and harmony as a team. But what happens when they seem to be working at cross purposes? Well, obviously, we're in for a great many differences of opinion.
Lucy, this is Miss Adelaide Gordon.
How do you do?
Miss Gordon, Mrs. Baker, Elmer's wife.
Tell me, Mrs. Baker, is your husband innocent? Well, how would I know that?
I think a woman knows.
Well, according to all the evidence.
We're not concerned with the evidence.
Well, how can you, a lawyer, not be concerned with the evidence?
You think a jury makes up its mind on the basis of evidence?
I would assume so.
No, a jury is made up of human beings. Human beings do not make personal decisions on the basis of facts.
I'm not a big city lawyer, but I would venture to disagree.
Would you?
I think people are more intelligent than they're given credit for.
Permit me, Mrs. Baker. About 12 years ago, you were the most popular girl in this town. You could have had your pick of practically all the attractive and eligible young men.
Well, that wasn't that popular.
You chose Elmer Baker, who had no money and very poor prospects.
I was in love with Elmer.
My point exactly. The most important decision you ever made in your life had nothing to do with facts, evidence, or logic.
Well,
you're not alone. People don't change the habits of a lifetime just because they happen to be sitting on a jury. They'll believe what they want to believe.
But in a court of law, the evidence...
A person sitting on that jury doesn't know what to believe. Maybe he wants to believe Elmer is innocent. But he looks at you. You're his wife. He has to see that belief on your face. Suppose he doesn't.
Look, there's proof Elmer's guilty. He was there. His fingerprints are on the gun. The best thing for him to do is to admit it and just throw himself on the mercy of the court.
He'll be put away for life. Is that what you want?
No. You have no right to say that to me. I'm just telling you how I feel.
Your feelings are of no importance. Elmer is my client. He becomes the most important person in the world to me.
I don't think that Phil did a wise thing in engaging you.
You don't?
This is a small town. You have a brilliant reputation. People will resent your presence here. They'll feel you're the big city expert here to show up the local talent.
Let's straighten it out, Mrs. Baker. You wouldn't feel this way if I were a man. You're jealous of me.
That is the most ridiculous thing.
He's in desperate trouble. You want to be the one to save him. I have no interest in your husband as a man. I'm considered one of the top 10 trial lawyers in the country. But I won't force myself into this case. I can be on the next plane out of here.
Now, wait a minute, Miss Gordon. You agreed to take the case.
Mrs. Baker can lose it for me. Let the jury see the doubt and indecision on her face, and we don't have a chance.
But we don't have a chance anyhow. The gun, the fingerprints.
Believe he's innocent, Mrs. Baker. Phil Hastings here believes it.
Do you, Phil? Do you really?
Yes.
That's why I accepted the assignment. Because Mr. Hastings is sincerely convinced of your husband's innocence. Mrs. Baker, you know Elmer better than anyone. In your heart. Now forget the gun and the fingerprints and the motive and the opportunity. Do you believe Elmer could commit murder? No. Believe that when you sit in the courtroom. If Bob Kirtland put the squeeze on many people in this town, there could be others with a motive to kill him. Is that true, Mr. Hastings?
Oh, yes.
Let's see if we could trace Elmer's movements. He left home at about what time, Mrs. Baker?
Oh, just about 4.
And he headed out toward the Kirtland place. How long would it take him to get there?
About half an hour.
No one was at the house except Mr. Kirtland. Now, the next thing we hear about Elmer comes from you, Mr. Hastings.
Yes. About 11:30, I got a call from Sid Bellows. He owns a bar. He said I ought to come down and keep an eye on Elmer. I went down there. Elmer was pretty far gone. I couldn't reason with him in that state, so I stayed with him till he passed out. Then I took him home.
And what time was that?
What time was that, Lucy? Midnight?
Mm-hmm. Midnight, exactly. I know, because there was a show on the air that had just gone off.
And then what?
I managed to get him to bed. He slept through the night till 7 in the morning when he had to get up to go to work.
He left the house at 4 in the afternoon. At 4:30, he arrived at the Kirtland house. What time did he show up at the tavern?
A little after 5. Sid will confirm that.
How long would it take to get from the Kirtland house to Sid's tavern?
Maybe a half hour.
Then he only spent a few minutes with Bob Kirtland. The coroner places the time of death somewhere around 4:30.
Well, I don't know. It just gets worse and worse.
But no matter how bad it sounds, Lucy, you just keep believing.
I'll try.
Sheriff, who discovered Bob Kirtland's body?
Bill Howley. She comes in mornings, does cleaning. She got there 8 o'clock. Front door was open, and she kicked something with her foot. She looked down. It was a revolver. A .32 caliber revolver that fired the bullet that killed Bob Kirtland. That's been established by ballistical tests.
Did she pick it up?
She was about to. Then she noticed Bob Kirtland lying on the floor, dead. She didn't touch nothing. She's seen too many murder shows.
And this is the gun that's supposed to have Elmer Baker's fingerprints on it.
Now, I appreciate the fact that a lawyer has to put it that way, ma'am, but it wasn't supposed to have. It did have Elmer's prints on it.
How did you find that out so quickly?
Well, we knew Elmer had gone to see him, so we just did a routine check. We got his prints at the city hall, Elmer's volunteer fireman. I must say, ma'am, I've never seen a murder case where there's so much evidence against a man.
How many murder cases have you seen, Sheriff?
Ma'am, I must admit, there you got me.
I would like to see Elmer now, please.
I've heard of you. You mean you're going to defend me?
Yes.
But you must cost a fortune.
I don't come cheaply.
Well, I could never afford to pay you.
My fee is being taken care of.
By whom?
You have a good friend.
Phil. I won't let him.
He's already done it. Let's talk about important things. You, for instance. I understand you go out and get roaring drunk once a year. Why?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I guess because I'm a failure.
In other words, you feel sorry for yourself.
That's right. I wanted to be a writer.
What stopped you?
I'm just not good enough.
And you can't accept it.
I opened a bookshop. I like to be surrounded by great writing.
Well, that should make you happy.
I'm a bad businessman. The only books I sell are those I like to read myself. And consequently...
Your selection is limited.
Yes. Well, things turned bad financially. I had to borrow money from Bob Kirtland. I couldn't pay it back on time.
So you went to see him to ask for an extension.
Yes, that's right.
How did it turn out?
Bad. But I knew it would be bad before I even got there.
How?
You believe in signs, omens?
It depends.
I have this new car.
You were tight for money and you bought a new car?
Well, what could we do? The old one collapsed. You can't live without a car in this town.
All right, go ahead.
Kirtland's place is across the Mule River.
Yes.
And you've got to go over the new bridge to get there. The big steel suspension bridge. I don't even know why I bother telling you this. I mean, it's stupid.
And you never know.
Well, they were painting it. They had a crew spraying this green paint on the bridge. Those fellows are supposed to be careful, but I got some paint on the grill of the car.
Paint?
Well, it wasn't much. It was just a couple of drops. But it was just my luck. I knew then things would go badly.
And they did.
I asked Bob for some more time. He said no. Then we had some words. And I left. Just to go out and tie one on.
Did you kill him?
I don't know.
You were sober at the time, weren't you?
Well, I don't know about that either. You see, even to go and talk to Bob Kirtland took more nerve than I've got when I'm sober. So I bought a bottle, and I kept fortifying myself on the way there. As I remember, that was the text of Bob's sermon to me.
Did you kill him?
I must have.
That's not an answer we can work with. Did you kill him?
I don't know. Look, I can't stand the thought of killing. That's how I've been all my life. I'm absolutely unable to take another human life. And yet...
Yes?
Look, there's the gun. How can we explain my fingerprints on that gun?
At this point, we can't. Let's forget it for now. You say you were unable to take a human life.
Yes, I'd sooner die. But...
Yes?
The gun.
What about the gun?
Well, that's it. I can't explain that gun. What was I doing with a gun?
No, wait. Did you have a gun when you went to see Kirtland?
I don't see how. But I remember a gun.
You remember a gun?
Yes.
You remember seeing a gun, carrying a gun, firing a gun?
I just remember holding a gun. There was a gun in my hand.
When?
That day, that night. It's gone from me. I can't really remember what happened. All right, maybe I don't want to remember. What's the difference? The fact is, everything's gone from my memory except that gun. I remember holding a gun.
Slowly but surely, it's coming out. He remembers holding a gun. How would you like to be his lawyer? Miss Adelaide Gordon is supposed to be among the 10 best in the country. She's never lost a murder case. How would you bet now? Well, don't risk your money. You'll get the answer in Act 3.
We know a mover who knows about moving. We're going to a new hometown. He cares about the treasures he's packing. With Allied Van Lines, we're safe and sound. Allied Van Lines, our people care. More families choose us to get them there. Moving with Allied Van Lines, the most trusted in the world.
I'm Jack Shang, president of Allied Van Lines. I want you to know that all of the people at Allied have made a personal commitment to make your move go smoothly. Our moving counselors, packers, van foremen, and agents are proud that more families choose Allied than any other mover. They're dedicated and committed to doing the best possible job for you.
Allied Van Lines, our people care. More families choose us to get them there. Moving with Allied Van Lines, the most trusted in the world.
See the yellow pages for the Allied Van Lines agent near you.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, a good feeling. Oh. Yes, it's a good feeling, a good feeling.
Hi, this is Lola Solana. You know, the minimum wage is $2.30 an hour for most non-farm workers. If you're not being paid the minimum wage and you think you should be, then call the nearest wage and hour office today. This message has been brought to you as a public service by the U.S. Department of Labor and this station.
A good feeling, a real good feeling, getting satisfaction every day. Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Beware, as long as you live, of judging people by appearances, said a French philosopher. And so, if we must forbear to judge people, how much more vital is it to withhold our judgment of things? Give a man a strong motive to commit murder. Have him present at the scene of the crime. Find his fingerprints on the murder weapon. And now ask yourself this question. Would you rather be the attorney for the defense or the prosecution?
You remember a gun?
Yes, I remember a gun. A revolver.
What do you remember about it?
Nothing. I just remember a revolver. I was holding a revolver in my hand.
Why?
I don't know.
And you fired it?
I don't know.
Where did you get it?
I don't like to keep saying I don't know, but...
You have to help me. I have to start with something.
But everyone says...
Forget what everyone says. Ask yourself, is it possible for you to kill?
But how did my fingerprints get on that gun?
Let me worry about that.
Let you worry?
If you killed him, then that would account for the fingerprints. You were desperate. You acted in a frenzy. Why did you bring the gun? All right, you brought it to scare him. You never meant to use it. You lost your head, you pulled the trigger. You were so scared, so disoriented, you even dropped the gun where it could be found.
Well, then, maybe that's what I did.
I must know for sure. If you're convinced you didn't do it, then I'll believe you didn't do it. Did you or did you not kill Bob Kirtland?
No.
All right.
I'm not a killer. I don't care how it looks. I didn't do it.
And that's the defense. Phil, we have to talk to her. I'm frightened. She isn't doing anything.
Now, maybe it looks that way, but you
But
don't...
what? Look, she's supposed to be this big, high-powered lawyer, but she just sits there and nothing happens. The district attorney makes all the points. If I were on that jury...
Lucy, it's possible there are legal issues, that she's trying to get certain irregularities reversed by a higher court.
What irregularities?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
Is she a lawyer? At least Lou Ballantyne is well-liked in this town.
What can we do?
Talk to her. Maybe she can change Elmer's plea. I mean, this way he's sure to be convicted. I'm sorry. You're dissatisfied, Mrs. Baker. I don't know what to say. It's obvious we're losing this case. Do you believe Elmer murdered Kirtland? No. Do you, Phil?
No.
I don't believe it either. How can I change our defense? It's the truth. Well, why can't we just say that Elmer was seized by a fit of temporary madness, and that's why he killed Bob Kirtland? You'd be asking me to base our defense on a lie. Please, Miss Gordon, I don't know what to think, what to believe. I only know that this way we are just losing.
Can you give us some assurance that your line of defense will be successful, Miss Gordon?
I'm a lawyer. I go with what I believe is the truth. I believe Elmer is innocent, and I have to go down the line with it.
Come in. Oh, well, good evening, Miss Gordon.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Sheriff?
No, have a seat.
Thank you.
Case isn't going too well, is it?
Between you and me, it could be better.
Off the record. Why'd you take it?
I was impressed by Phil Hastings. He's absolutely convinced of Elmer's innocence. And despite the way Lucy talks, so is she. And when you look into Elmer's eyes, you know he's not a killer.
None of that seems to be going over with the jury.
Well, this jury's different.
That's the truth. They can't afford to acquit against the evidence.
I know about Melissa Kirtland and her influence.
And she hates Elmer.
That's understandable. She thinks he killed her father.
No, she hated her father. Just 12 years ago, she was crazy about Elmer. That's funny. The richest girl in town falling for the poorest boy. She made no secret of it. She was out to get him. But he turned her down. And she never did forgive him.
He could have married Melissa Kirtland.
Instead, he married Lucy. Lucy was going steady. Well, we thought it was steady with Phil Hastings. Phil took it hard. He got into a pretty bad fist fight. I don't know, I had to break it up. I guess Phil's more of a man than most folks ever give him credit for. He made up with Elmer. They're the best of friends.
I see.
He must have gone into hock to hire you, even though he knew it had to be for a lost cause.
Why do you say it's a lost cause?
Well, you're just the wrong lawyer. But no offense, now, nothing personal. That's just the way it is.
Please, sit down, Miss Gordon.
Thank you, Mr. Ballantyne.
I must say, this is an honor. The Adelaide Gordon visiting an old country lawyer like myself.
You're much too modest, Mr. Ballantyne. The fact is, I've come for a consultation. Have you been following the trial?
Yes. We've never had anything like it in town.
You're aware of my line of defense?
Yes.
What line would you have used?
Same one. I would have insisted on Elmer's innocence, just as you are.
Why?
For the same reason. I believe in it.
Well, that's my problem, Mr. Ballantyne. You would have the ability to transfer this belief to the jury. Evidently, I don't.
I think you're doing an excellent job, Miss Gordon. The trial isn't over yet.
It is, and you know it.
Well, if we could assume that Elmer did not murder Bob Kirtland, we must ask ourselves the logical question. Who did?
I'm a lawyer, not a detective.
Sometimes there's little difference. You might ask yourself a question. Instead of trying to find out who else may have wanted to kill Bob Kirtland, who might have wanted to kill Elmer Baker?
Kill Elmer?
Well, sending him to jail for 20 years, or life, amounts to the same thing.
Yes, I see what you mean. Who would want to kill Elmer?
Nobody. I mean, I don't have any enemies.
Think. Who? You never got into a fight with anyone?
No, never.
Well, that doesn't square with what the sheriff told me. He said you and Phil Hastings had a terrible brawl when you took Lucy away from him.
That doesn't count.
Why not?
Phil and I, we were best friends before I married Lucy. And even though we had that very brief flare-up, we've remained best friends ever since.
Go back to the day of the murder.
Oh, again?
Did Phil know you were going to see Bob?
Yes, he disapproved. He said he'd lend me the money to pay part of the note.
And you didn't take it?
I like Phil too much to borrow money from him.
You left the store and went to see Kirtland. You drove all the way out there, and you had to cross what bridge?
The Moore River, the big suspension bridge.
And they were painting it.
Yes, that's what lit the fuse. I got this paint spattered on my grill.
Then you had your interview with Bob Kirtland. And from there on, your mind is a blank.
Yes. But maybe I did kill him. Look, you get to be 40, you're headed nowhere. You don't have the ability or the guts to do what you really want.
So don't even start that line of thought. Right now, we can't afford it. Your Honor, the defense calls Mr. Peter Garrick. Mr. Garrick, on the afternoon of the 25th, where were you?
I was on the Muir River Bridge.
What were you doing there?
I was there with my crew. We were painting the bridge.
Painting the bridge?
Well, we were spraying on the first coat. You know what I mean, the green coat.
Uh-huh. You were there from when to when?
Well, we start in the morning after the rush at 10 o'clock, and we usually quit 4:30 before the night rush.
You were spraying this paint, you say. Cars driving past, they could have caught some of it.
Yeah, maybe a couple of drops. We keep a bucket of turpentine and rags at the end of the bridge and a sign that says, use this to remove any paint that may accidentally...
I know. And you stopped at 4:30.
Yes, ma'am. On the head.
If it pleases the court, it is our contention that Elmer Baker is innocent. However, this leaves a question. If Elmer Baker did not murder Robert Kirtland, who did? At approximately 4:30 that afternoon, someone fired the fatal bullet into Mr. Kirtland's body. But who? It is my contention, and I intend to prove, that Elmer Baker is the victim of a plot. A carefully designed and brilliantly executed scheme that almost worked. The defense calls Mr. Philip Hastings.
Me?
Yes, Mr. Hastings, you. Mr. Hastings, Hastings, can you account for your movements on the day of the 25th?
Well, do I have to?
Yes, Mr. Hastings, you have to.
I left my apartment after breakfast. I went to my office, which is just down the street from here. I was busy all day. I even had lunch sent in. And then I worked late, and I went home. I brought some work with me. And then at 11, I got a call from Sid Jenkins of Sid's Bar and Grill. He said Elmer was getting a bit hard to handle. So I went there, and I calmed him down and took him home.
At no time, then, during the 25th, did you visit the home of Mr. Bob Kirtland?
Why would I want to?
Please answer.
Of course not.
Then, on the 25th, you had no occasion to cross the Mule River Bridge.
Well, certainly not.
I say you did.
What?
I say you killed Bob Kirtland.
What?
Chancellor, are you charging Mr. Hastings with murder?
I am, Your Honor.
On what evidence?
Some years ago, Elmer Baker took Lucy away from Phil Hastings.
And that's why Mr. Hastings murdered Bob Kirtland?
Yes, Your Honor. To make it look as if Elmer did it. Phil never forgave Elmer, and he bided his time.
Oh, that's a lie.
I would appreciate some facts, Counselor.
Phil Hastings saw a sudden opportunity to be rid of Elmer Baker. With Elmer in jail and out of Lucy's life, Phil could once again woo her and this time win her. But he had to maintain the appearance of great friendship. So he followed Elmer to Kirtland's house. When he saw Elmer leave, he went inside, shot Bob Kirtland.
It's a lie!
Your Honor, I shall present the proof in just a moment. He knew Elmer would be staggering drunk. He met Elmer at Sid's bar, took him home, and while Elmer was practically out cold, he made Elmer grasp the butt of the revolver, which is how Elmer's fingerprints came to be on it.
Well, that just isn't true.
After he brought Elmer home, he drove back to the Kirtland place and dropped the revolver on the floor.
What are you trying to do to me?
And there was Elmer, neatly tied up for the killing. But Phil had to make sure. In the ordinary way, Lou Ballantyne would defend Elmer. Lou, who knows each one of you in this town, who could have convinced you of Elmer's innocence. So Phil decided to make himself appear a great friend by calling in a famous outsider.
Not one word is true.
Counselor, this is all supposition. Are there facts?
Do you still insist, Mr. Hastings, that you did not go to the Kirtland house on the 25th?
I never left this town.
You did not cross the Mule River Bridge?
Certainly not.
Then, Your Honor, I suggest the court moves to the parking lot, where on the right front grille and the left rear panel of Mr. Philip Hastings' car, we will find tiny smudges of the green paint that was sprayed on the Mule River Bridge on the day of the murder.
And they did. They found the tiny incriminating stains of paint exactly where she said they would. You've heard the saying, for want of a nail. Well, here Philip Hastings might lament, for the want of a few drops of turpentine. I shall return shortly.
The 1977 Buick Regal. It comes with Buick's terrific V6 engine. It carries 6 people and lots of Buick comfort. It's lean. It's maneuverable in city traffic. It's the most luxurious mid-sized car Buick builds. Yeah, this new Regal is pretty much everything a car should be, except for one thing. It isn't yours yet, but it can be. Just see a Buick dealer for a test drive soon. Now, a question for the Shell Answer Man.
What's the best all-around tool for keeping a car in good shape? Surprisingly, a pencil. If you keep a written maintenance record, you'll know if you've done all the car care jobs your owner's manual recommends. Preventive maintenance is the best maintenance. Terrific. I'll make a note of that. Learn more ways to help your car last in the 100,000-mile book. Look for it in leading magazines or pick up a free copy from a participating Shell dealer. Come to Shell for answers.
You probably don't go to your True Value hardware store just to buy batteries. Hi, Pat Summerall. You probably pick up some while you're there, just because you happen to see them at the checkout counter. But now here's a good reason to go to your True Value hardware store just to buy batteries. Now you can get a 4-pack of Rayovac C or D size batteries for just 77 cents with a coupon from their Super 7 Value Circular. That's 4 C or D batteries for just 77 cents. You might not need batteries right now, but remember those times when you needed your flashlight and the batteries were dead? Or the time you were going to the beach with your portable radio and guess what? No batteries. Those are not the times to go to the store for batteries. Now's the time, while they're on sale. Get a 4-pack of Rayovac C or D size batteries for just 77 cents. That's with a coupon from the Super 7 Value Circular from participating True Value hardware stores. And remember, True Value, that is much more than just a name. It's their way of doing business. By the way, tell them Pat Summerall sent you.
Belief. They say it moves mountains, but they don't say which way. Well, you can move them any way you wish in the face of an opposition. You can do great things, provided you make sure all the little details are taken care of. If you want to commit a murder, make sure you don't leave some little insignificant, tiny, loose end dangling. It can lengthen into a noose. On second thought, don't do it. Our cast included Kim Hunter, Bob Dryden, Carol Teitel, and Nat Polen. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by General Electric Citizen Band radios and True Value hardware stores. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. In Shakespeare's play, Hamlet asks the question, to be or not to be. For hundreds of years, thinking men have tried to define precisely what we mean by those words, to be or not to be. Because there are times when the line between being and not being, the distinction between what some of us call life and death, is such a thin line that it is difficult to say whether at some particular point a human being actually is or is not.
Why did you throw your life away, Jerry?
I did no such thing.
You were young, handsome, intelligent, a good father, a good husband. But no more. No more. Now you're a hero. A dead hero.
No, I don't believe you, Marion.
You don't want to believe me. Open your eyes. Wide, if you can. Now, tell me what you see.
Nothing. Everything's black. I see nothing.
Then admit it, Jerry.
Admit what?
The simple fact that you are dead. The fact that you are buried. The fact that I am up here,
your widow, kneeling now in sorrow at your grave.
Our mystery drama, One of the Missing, was especially adapted from the Ambrose Bierce classic For the Mystery Theater by Stella and Arnold Moss. It stars Christopher Tabori. I'll be back shortly with Act One. It's an insufferably hot day near the end of June. The year is 1864. The place, northern Georgia, in the shadow of an 1,800-foot elevation called Kennesaw Mountain. The Confederate Army has stopped here in retreat from the advancing troops of the Union General William Tecumseh. In his tent, a Union captain speaks.
Private Searing? Sir. And you are Private Daniel Ransom?
Yes, sir, I am.
You know our position, Searing?
Well, I'm not sure, sir. But there's been talk in the ranks that we're getting close to Atlanta.
Not more than 20 miles.
Yes, sir.
You both know what the fall of Atlanta will mean to us, Ransom?
I think I do, sir. It could mean the end of the war.
We've been ordered to advance upon the enemy, leave him no quarter, no time to rest or to reassemble his troops. General McPherson is a cautious man.
We know that, sir.
He's not content to obey an order blindly without knowing exactly and specifically what's in front of him. He wants the most complete, the most detailed intelligence possible, and I've been ordered to get it. That's where you two soldiers come in.
Yes, sir.
We believe the enemy to be in a strong position. You ought to pass our own picket lines, travel through the forest, get as near to the enemy's lines as you possibly can.
And learn all that we can. Is that correct, sir?
Exactly, Searing. One last word. The outcome of this long, bloody war may well depend on our success or failure in taking Atlanta.
We understand that, sir. When do we start?
Immediately. If you accomplish this mission this day, the 30th day of June, 1864, may well go down as one of the most important dates in the history of our country. Good luck to you both.
In no time at all, Ransom and I were creeping stealthily forward on our hands and knees, past our own men in blue on picket duty, lying in groups of 2 and 4 behind little banks of red earth. Dan, it's got so quiet and peaceful.
All of a sudden, Jerry. How do you explain it?
Got no idea.
How much further do you figure we have to go?
No way of telling yet. Why?
I don't know. Maybe I'm a little afraid. I don't think I'm quite ready to die. Not just yet.
Oh, now, you've never been afraid of anything in your whole life. Any more than I have.
Yeah, but this is different. Why is it all so quiet?
Just keep your eyes and ears open. Look for everything. Listen for everything. And take your time.
Yeah. It's slow going.
Oh, we'll get there. Hey, wait a minute. Flatten yourself down. Low as you can get. And don't move.
What is it? What do you see? What do you hear?
Take a look through that narrow opening in the bushes. And you tell me. Tell me what you see, Dan.
A little mound of yellow clay. Not more than 10 feet from here.
You know what it is, don't you?
Of course. It's one of their rifle pits.
But where are the men?
Be careful, Jerry.
Don't worry.
Jerry, what are you doing?
Look over there, Dan. 2 boys in gray, sitting with their backs, leaning against that sycamore tree.
What do we do?
Well, we capture them, Dan. You and I capture them.
You're fast asleep.
The captain never counted on this. Information from 2 prisoners of war. You cover the one on the left. I'll cover the other one.
All right.
Oh, Johnny Reb. The war's gonna be over for you.
On your feet. Hands over your head. They don't hear you. Get up off your bottoms before I... What is it?
They're not asleep, Dan. They're dead. Come on, let's get moving.
Hey, you'll get your head blown off. Keep down. There may be some live ones about.
Are you coming? Dan. Hey, Dan, look at this rifle pit. Nobody. There's been nobody in this pit for the last couple of hours.
Same's true for that pit over here. And this one. No, Dan. It's just the two of us.
Where do you suppose they've gone?
I'm not sure. But I'll tell you one thing. We're damn well gonna find out. We pushed across the line of abandoned rifle pits, running from one cover to another in the open forest, looking into every conceivable hiding place to discover any possible stragglers. Not a soul. They never knew was gone. After a while, we came to the edge of a plantation. One of those forlorn, deserted homesteads, upgrown by now with brambles, ugly broken fences, and desolate with blank openings, where there once were doors and windows. Hey, watch your step, Dan. You can't tell what might be in there.
Could be a trap.
No, I don't think so. We're not going to take any chances.
How long do you figure we've been out?
Well, not as long as it feels. We can't have come too far. We're still alive. Dan, look over there.
A little building?
What is it? Oh, what was it? Looks like a single room sitting on top of 4 high posts.
Yeah, about 10 feet off of the ground.
What do you say we take a look? Be a fine place to get a good peek at the country from all angles. And maybe find out the direction they took when they withdrew. Keep your rifle steady, just in case.
This little shack is certainly taking a beating.
It's hardly more than a roof on stilts.
Most of the flooring has fallen away.
The joists, the planks, just rotten away.
Looks as if the whole thing would go down at the touch of a finger.
And if we move slowly, I think we can get to the top there without anything happening. I think it will bear our weight.
Careful now, Jerry. Here we go.
Give me a hand, Dan.
There we are.
You all right?
Fine. Here, take my field glasses.
That's quite a view from up. No. Dan, will you take a look at that?
Where?
That way. They can't be more than half a mile away. There must be thousands of them on that narrow road.
It's their rear guard covering their retreat. See how their gun barrels gleam in the morning sunlight?
They're heading south, towards that river. That could be the next stand.
Well, we'd better get back to our command as fast as we can and report what we found.
Oh, wait a minute. I was just thinking. That's a temptation, a real big temptation.
What are you talking about?
You remember Missionary Ridge?
I wasn't there.
Confederate lines were extended all the way from the ridge, straight across the whole Chattanooga Valley, all the way to Lookout Mountain. Just the way they are down there.
Jerry, we've got to get back.
Long great columns of Confederates slogging down the other side of that mountain road, almost exactly the way they're toiling up this one. And there was this heavy gun of theirs.
On top of the mountain?
It had been throwing charge after charge of grape at us. When we got to it, the cannon was still hot. Ammunition, right behind it.
Jerry, that's all very well, but...
I looked into that round, brazen ring of its muzzle, and I knew what I had to do. One last parting shot at them, a peck of iron from their own gun as they swarmed down the mountainside like so many ants.
And did you?
Just as I'm about to do right now. Oh, you should see them scatter. Doesn't the sight of those Rebs tempt you, Granny?
To do what?
All I have to do is take this beautiful Springfield rifle of mine, put it to my shoulder like this.
Jerry, what are you doing?
With this old globe sight and this hair trigger, all I have to do is take careful aim, press the trigger ever so gently. Ever so gently.
Jerry, put that down. You'll have the whole enemy army down on the two of us.
Easiest thing in the world to send 1.25 ounces of lead hissing right through into their midst.
Are you out of your mind, Jerry? Put that gun down.
It's the business of a soldier to kill.
Not now, Jerry. We've got to get back.
It also becomes a soldier's habit to kill.
What is the matter with you, Jerry?
Just one little shot.
Jerry, you are going crazy.
One little shot.
Jerry, put down that gun.
I won't miss. I just draw back the hammer like this.
Jerry, don't do it.
I set the trigger, aim into the sight carefully like this, and I bring my finger ever so slowly to the hair trigger, and... What's happened? I can't open my eyes. Whose voice is that? It sounds like my commanding officer.
And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. I know that my Redeemer lives.
These are the words of the burial service. Who are they burying?
And though his body be destroyed, yet will I see
huge explosion. That's it. An enemy shell must have hit the frame of the shed Ransom and I was standing on, just as I was about to pull the trigger of my rifle.
The Lord gave and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. May the Lord receive the soul of Jerome Searing.
They're burying me.
Amen.
No. It can't be. No. It must not be.
Someone once called life a means to an end that sooner or later catches up with all of us. Someone else compared life to a cup of tea. The more deeply we drink of it, the more quickly we reach the dregs. For Private Jerome Searing, the question has become, is the cup still full? Is he still alive? Or by an accident of fate, has he been forced to drain the cup to the very bottom? I shall return shortly with Act 2. When that day comes, as it must to all men, when we have drawn our last breath, will there be some signal, some way of knowing that the end indeed has come? Or do we, as Jerome Searing may be doing, settle for the idea that our whole life is a kind of dream within a dream, from which we are awakened by death itself?
I finally managed to open my eyes. I saw a patch of gray sky rising from a fringe on top of the trees. In the foreground, there was a crazy crisscross pattern of heavy, black, straight lines that blacked out part of the sky. I felt drained, exhausted. Once more, I shut my eyes. I heard what seemed to be the rhythmic breaking of waves upon a beach. Over it, I could hear a familiar voice, repeating over and over again,
Jerome Searing, you are caught like a rat in a trap, a rat in a trap, a rat in a trap.
And then I heard something else. What's that? Who is that? Who is it? Walking above my head.
It's me, Jerry.
Marion.
Your wife, Jerry.
Why are you here?
I came to mourn at your grave.
My grave?
To add my weight and the weight of our child to the weight of the earth upon your breast.
Why are you saying these things, Marion?
Why did you throw your life away?
I've done no such thing.
The brave Private Jerome Searing. Young, handsome, intelligent. A good father. A good husband. Those are the things you were, Jerry. Now you're a hero. A dead hero.
I don't believe you.
You don't want to believe me. Open your eyes. Wide. If you can, Jerry. What do you see?
Nothing. Everything's become black. And outside of your voice up there, I hear nothing.
Then admit it, Jerry.
Admit what?
The simple fact that you are dead. That you are buried. That I am up here, your widow, kneeling now in sorrow on your grave.
I tried to open my eyes a second time. I took a deep breath, but breathing was difficult. Everything about me was so still. And then it all came back. The shack, the retreating enemy troops, my sighting the rifle, the explosion of the Confederate artillery. And I remembered Danny. Dan? Danny! Where are you, Danny? Where are you? Are you here?
Jerry, are you all right?
I can't see you, Dan. Where are you?
I can see you. Just about. I'm over here, not more than 10 feet from you.
I hear your voice. My eyes are open, but I can't see you. I can't move. Can you, Danny?
I don't know. Very little. Maybe just enough to... What's wrong, Jerry?
I'm lying here flat on my back, but on an angle. My head's a little higher than my feet. My back is supported by some kind of solid wooden beam.
You can't move at all.
Not an inch. There's another tremendous piece of timber lying right on my chest. Much too heavy to move. And there's a kind of brace that joins at right angles that has me wedged against a pile of boards on my left. Can't move my left arm at all.
How about your legs?
They're straight out, I think. I've no feeling in them. My head feels as if it were being held in some kind of tight vice. I can move my eyes and my chin, but that's all. How about you, Dan?
Not quite that bad, I guess. Even if I could move, this whole mess might come down on us and make things worse than they are. The slightest move.
Yeah, you may be right, Dan.
But if we don't take that chance, we could be here forever. And nobody would ever know.
I can move the fingers of my right hand.
Anything else?
No, nothing else.
I'm gonna try to move, Jerry. I've got a little support here in my back. I may be able to loosen my right leg.
Be careful, Dan.
I might just be able to push myself.
Oh, watch it, Daddy.
Oh, there. I got my hand free. Oh, gee, I'm sorry, Jerry.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. You?
Well, the dirt and the rubble are up to my chin now.
Well, one thing is for sure. We can't just lie here like a couple of corpses. We've got to get out and report to headquarters.
What'd you just say, Dan?
They'll be expecting us. Headquarters will be waiting.
No, before that. You said we can't just lie here like a couple of corpses.
Well, can we? Answer me, Jerry. Can we?
As I tried to find an answer to Danny's question, once more I heard the voice of my wife, Marion. We were both standing at the mouth of Dead Man's Cave. It seemed like 1,000 years ago.
We finally made it, Jerry.
Dead Man's Cave. What a climb.
I was sure once we made it past Ghost Rock, the rest would be easy.
Now, as soon as we catch our breath, we'll have a look inside. And we're going to find out why they say it's haunted.
Let's rest a little first. Oh, Jerry, darling. You know there's going to be a war.
It looks that way.
Promise me one thing.
If I can.
Wait until your time comes. Don't volunteer. Let's have as much time together as we can before you feel you have to go.
I can't promise that.
Why not? Oh, please, Jerry.
Because I've already volunteered yesterday.
Oh, Jerry, you don't have the remotest idea of the meaning of the word fear, do you? Jerry! Those shots are coming from inside Dead Man's Cave.
Who's in there? Whoever you are, come out of there. I'm going in to see.
Wait, Jerry. Look up at the mouth of the cave.
What is that? A huge ring of black metal is forming a circle around the entrance.
Let's get out of here.
It's like looking into the muzzle of a giant rifle. Who are you in there? Answer me. You answer me.
Private Jerome Searing, you are caught, like a rat in a trap, like a rat in a trap, trap.
At that point, I found myself staring into two beady, red little eyes. They came closer and closer. They became larger and larger. I was staring into the eyes of an oversized rat that must have lived in the shed where we were standing on before it collapsed. Get away. You've no business here. The creature scampered away.
We're alive, all right. Why we should be, I hardly know, after practically the whole world fell down on us. We're alive, no question of it.
What makes you so sure?
Well, you hear me, don't you?
Yeah, I hear you.
The dead have no voices, Jerry. I'm alive, and you're alive. And we've got to find some way to get out of here.
Are you in pain? There may be something wrong with my right hand. There's a sharp, smarting pain there.
Can you move your fingers? Try to work them.
They feel wet and slippery. I can't see the hand, but I know the sensation. It's running blood. I must have ripped it on a piece of metal where the shed collapsed. How long do you think we've been in here, Dan?
I haven't any idea.
Seconds? Minutes? Possibly hours?
It couldn't have been too long. The dust is still settling. There's still dust in the air.
The way I'm held by these beams, I can't see.
Whatever we're going to do, Jerry, we'd better get some rest first. We'll need every ounce of strength we've got.
That's a good idea, Dan.
Some of our boys are sure to stray out here, either foraging or maybe even looking for it.
Yes, of course. And they'll find us, too. Somebody will surely find us.
Private Searing, I'm glad I found you.
Yes, sir.
What took you so long?
Well, sir, just as we were about to return to headquarters...
Yes?
There was this explosion. Everything collapsed, sir.
And that's the sum total of your intelligence report?
No, sir. The enemy has started to retreat. They're moving southeast toward the river. There must be at least 2,000 of them. I should judge they began their retreat about 2 hours ago.
Fine work, Searing. Excellent. I'll see that you're properly rewarded. Your country will be very proud of you.
Yes, thank you, sir. And now, would it be possible to get us out of here? We can't stay here like this forever.
You won't have to, Searing.
Thank you, sir.
Sooner or later, you'll be taken out.
Sooner or later?
There's nothing we can do at this moment, Private. Too many other things to do. Priorities.
You mean you're going to let me stay here?
Sorry, Private Searing, there's a war going on. Too many other things to do, too many other things.
You leave me here, and I'm as good as dead. As good as dead. Dead. As good as dead.
Jerry, wake up. Wake up. What's wrong?
I must have been dreaming. How long was I asleep?
I no idea. I dozed off a bit, too.
Oh, if I could only get this right hand free. Then I could try to get this piece of timber off my chest. Oh, but there's not a chance.
Jerry, I think some of this junk has moved. It begins to look as though I might have the faintest chance of getting some of this stuff off of me. Can you move at all, Jerry?
No, not as much as a hair. Except for the fingers of my right hand. Dan?
Yeah?
The strangest thing. I couldn't see it before, but now that the sun has risen, everything's a whole lot clearer.
What are you talking about?
There's something inches away from my forehead. Pointed right at it.
What kind of thing?
I'm not sure. It's something like a ring of black shining metal. Right in front of my eyes.
How big can you see?
It's so close, it's hard to tell. I think I know what it is, Danny. It's my rifle.
What?
It's the muzzle of my rifle. The barrel's being held in place by the debris and rubbish. The gun is still cocked, just as it was when I was about to fire it. The slightest movement, the slightest touch on the trigger will set it off. And it's aimed at the exact center of my forehead.
Do you remember the story of the ancient Greek Damocles, who was invited to a sumptuous banquet? As he dined, without a care in the world, he happened to look up above his head to discover a sharp-edged sword dangling by a single hair directly over his head. His host had placed it there to impress Damocles with the dangerous nature of life itself. Private Jerome Searing finds that his life is hanging by the same sort of fragile thread. The outcome? I'll return shortly with Act 3. Ambrose Bierce, the author of One of the Missing, cynically defined man as an animal so lost in contemplation of what he thinks he is that he tends to overlook what he really ought to be.
And among man's chief occupations, he added, is the extermination of other animals, his own species included. With his loaded rifle pointed at his head, unable to move, and having lost all sense of the passing of time, Private Jerome Searing's chief occupation is to find some way of preventing his accidental extermination by his own hand.
Jerry? Jerry, are you awake?
Yeah, I'm awake.
You all right?
The barrel of my rifle seems to be closer to my head than it was before. I daren't breathe for fear of setting it off. I'm afraid to move.
How's your hand?
It's still losing blood. It's begun to throb, a slow, regular pulsation, each one sharper than the one before.
Now that we've rested a bit, we'll figure something out.
Dan.
What is it?
That rat that was here before. It's come back again.
It won't harm you, I'm sure.
It's slowly making its way up the wooden stock of the rifle. Its eyes are looking straight into mine as it moves forward. Now it's sniffing around the hair trigger. Dan, what do I do?
Just keep still. Don't move.
If its nose or tail so much as touches the trigger, I'm not afraid to die, Dan. But not this way. Not like this.
He was not afraid to live dangerously. He was not afraid to die.
What was I hearing? Where was that voice coming from?
Private Jerome Searing, cut off from his fellows by an accident of destiny, did not fear to yield to the ultimate act of courage that brought him to his fatal end.
Those words made no sense. I was not dead. Yet, I was still very much alive. And all the time, I listened to the drone of that voice. I kept my eyes glued onto that loathsome little animal that was sniffing its slow way up along the rifle stock. A flick of its tail, and I'd be gone. Then suddenly it stopped, turned around, scampered off. With the free fingers of my torn and bleeding hand, moving nothing else but my eyes, I groped for whatever might be in reach. Dan, something's happened.
What is it?
My fingers have touched a strip of board, a building wrap of some kind. I can just barely touch it.
Where is it, Jerry?
Right alongside my body. If I can just bend my elbow as much as an inch, I think I might be able to get hold of it with the tips of my fingers.
Well, if you can do that,
then I might be able to work it upward. That's to say backward, toward me. Far enough to lift the end of it and try to push the rifle away from my head.
Try, Jerry. You've got to try.
If the worst happens, and I can't push the gun away, if it's wedged too tightly into the ground, I can always try to touch the strip of board to the trigger itself.
What kind of solution is that?
It may be the only one that's left, Danny. My fingers reached out for the length of wood. Slowly, the real world began to come into focus once again. Here in this confusion of timber and boards, this was the sole universe. The only thing that was. Here was immortality in time. Forever and ever.
Jerry, something's happened over here.
What?
If I'm very careful, I think I may be able to loosen some more of this stuff around me. I'm going to push down with my hands, very gently, against the ground, and come out backwards. I hope.
A stone, a pebble, a clump of earth dropped against this trigger would be the end of me. Or maybe of both of us.
I know that, Jerry. I'll be as careful as I can.
Wait a minute. If by some miracle you can get out of this mess without sending a bullet through the middle of my head, you leave me here, just as I am, while you hurry back to headquarters, is that it?
I didn't say that.
Not in so many words. Then you deliver to the captain the intelligence report of the enemy movements that you observed, that you discovered, and you, Private Ransom, great hero that you are promoted in the field and become Lieutenant Ransom. Is that it, Danny?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Meantime, poor unfortunate Private Searing lies buried under this pile of garbage, with the inside of his head scattered all over the place. Too bad. Just one of the missing.
If any of what you're saying were true, Jerry, just exactly what could you do to prevent it?
At the moment, not a blessed thing. I suppose if this rifle of mine should go off while you're getting out of here, you might call it an accident of fate, wouldn't you?
What would you call it, Private Searing?
I would call it plain and simple murder. For a moment in time, there was nothing. I must have blacked out. Soon I found myself trembling in every fiber of my body, drenched in my own sweat. Dan? Danny! There was no answer. Of course, Danny had managed to escape. Well, hadn't he? And a terrifying thought gripped my mind. Who was I calling? Danny? Danny Ransom? In a flash of clarity, it came to me. I had never in my life even known a Danny Ransom. How could he answer me? There is no Danny. There never was a Danny. Danny was a creation of my own fevered imagination. From the very beginning, I was sent out on this mission alone.
Detail, halt! Men, we've now spent 2 whole days in search of Private Searing. We've not been able to find a single trace of him.
I'm here, Captain. Right here. Practically under your nose.
Having done everything within our power to find him or his body with no success, I feel that we would be justified in calling off the search.
You can't do that. I'll die if you leave me, and you're so close.
We'll return to quarters. Forward! Hup!
Dan! Danny! No. I'd forgotten. There's no Danny. But if he had never existed, at least Marion did. My wife was no invention. If I could only be with her, this whole nightmare would go away.
Who are you?
Marion, it's me, Jerry. I've come home from the war.
You've changed, sir. I didn't recognize you. Is the war ended?
For me, it is.
Why have you come here?
This is my home. You're my wife.
Why have you come?
Take me back, Marion. Let me come home.
I cannot. Too many things have changed. You'll have to excuse me now. It's begun to rain.
Don't leave me.
I have so many things to do. Please don't try to stop me. I'm due somewhere. Somewhere very important.
Where do you have to go?
This bouquet of flowers. Very important. Goodbye, Jerome.
I'm going to go with you, wherever it is.
If you like, Jerome. If you like.
Where are we, Marion?
Don't you recognize the place? It's the old burial ground, next to the church. Would you like to stand under my umbrella? The rain is coming down harder.
No, I'm fine the way I am.
In recognition of his devotion to his country, above and beyond the call of duty.
What's he doing here? He's no reason to...
Shh, quiet, Jerome. The captain is speaking.
It is my honor and privilege on this solemn occasion to bestow upon his widow, Marion, his country's acknowledgement of its gratitude in the form of this Medal of Honor awarded posthumously. Mr. Searing, will you kindly step forward?
Stop, Marion. Stop what you're doing. All of you. There's been a mistake. A huge mistake. I was alone again, buried in the rubble. Alone, except maybe for the rats. The fingers of my torn hand reach out for the strip of wood I had discovered. But somewhere the piece of wood met some kind of an obstruction. I was not able to touch the trigger. The black mouth of that rifle is still growing sharper and sharper. I can already feel the track of the bullet burning its way into my head. 6 o'clock? Morning? Evening? What difference does it make? Oh, come on, hand, do something. Get that stick to touch off the trigger of the rifle. Good, hand, good. Now touch the trigger. Stick. Touch it. I set the trigger off, but there's been no shot. No!
Sergeant?
Sir?
The squad ready?
Yes, Captain.
This will be our final attempt to locate Private Searing. Alive, if he's still alive, or dead.
I understand, sir.
Let me see now. It's exactly 1 minute past 6 a.m. Note that, won't you, for the report? And the date is...
6th of July, Captain.
6th of July. I sent him out on the 30th. He's been gone a week.
Well, the chances of finding him alive...
What was that? Look through your field glasses, Sergeant. Over in that direction.
Well, what do you see? That old shack we've had under observation. The dust is still rising. Must have just collapsed. That was the noise we heard.
We had no shots. No explosion of any kind?
Seems to have fallen by itself. It's a complete wreck.
That's interesting. Well, while we're looking for Searing, we might take a quick look at it. Sergeant, will you come here, please? Look there.
Is that him?
I almost didn't recognize him. He's so covered with dust. I've seen a good many dead men. None ever with a face of that color.
The cheeks are falling in, the temples are
Look at the mouth, the upper lip pulled back, showing his clenched teeth.
Here, give me a hand here. Let's try to get him out. Here we go.
Yeah, that was easier than I thought it would be. The body outside of the right hand seems to be in excellent shape.
No bones appear to be broken.
Help me turn him over.
Yep.
Not a sign of any kind of a gun wound any place on the body. Do you see any?
No, sir, none at all.
There's his rifle. May I have it, please?
Thank you.
It's strange.
What's that, Captain?
There's no shell in the chamber of the rifle. Not even a spent one. Searing's gun was not loaded. That's peculiar.
Very strange. Such a good soldier. What would you suppose was the cause of death?
It's hard to say. Maybe simple starvation or thirst, or a combination of both. After all, he's been dead a week. What time do you have, Sergeant?
6:18, sir.
Remember that for the report.
Yes, sir.
And have your men carry the body back to camp. We'll give this soldier a burial befitting one of the bravest men our country will ever know.
You were right, Captain. In my first excitement, good soldier that I was supposed to be, I did forget to load my rifle. I remember that now. So my fears as I lay there in the rubble with the gun pointed at my head were groundless. But you're wrong, Captain, about everything else. I have not been dead a week, Captain. I have been dead just a bare 18 minutes. You should have noticed that my body is still warm, and I did not die of starvation or of thirst. This brave soldier, this formidable warrior died as much as he did from anything else. Of fear. The fear of dying.
We know that the feeling of love and the feeling of hatred are very often confused. That the line that separates our feelings of love and hatred can be a very thin one. By the same token, the distinction between fear and courage can be equally narrow. When we think a person is motivated by the noblest kind of courage and bravery, it might just be possible that the driving factor is nothing more than fear, as in the case of Private Jerome Searing. I'll be back shortly. An interesting footnote. Ambrose Bierce, author of this story, volunteered as a private in the Indiana Infantry at the outbreak of the Civil War in 1861. He served for the entire duration of the war, was twice wounded, once in the heel and once more severely in the head. This occurred in the same battle of Kennesaw Mountain, which was the setting of our tale. I wonder if Bierce's head wound could have had anything to do with Jerome Searing's difficulties. Our cast included Christopher DeBory, Jennifer Harmon, Arnold Moss, and Mason Adams. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
One first step, and at least one of you would be dead. Do you believe me?
I believe you. But you can't just make us prisoners, have us disappear.
Why? Who would be looking for you?
Well, for me, no one, but my aunt, her editors, her bankers,
There will be no problem. Everything will go along just as it has. Your aunt must write and send in her pages. You will continue her correspondence, go to the bank, continue as usual.
But how long do you think you can keep this up?
Till I can make my arrangements to pass to safety.
Then you will leave us alone.
Then, mademoiselle, I would have no further use for either of you.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. The last I heard, there was an alchemy school in Utah giving a 2-week course in how to change lead into gold. A prestigious university was bestowing a bachelor's degree in magical studies, and someone was offering subscriptions to a newsletter for witches. I'm old enough to remember when such things would have been laughed out of existence. But nowadays, who's laughing?
Wouldn't you like to control things, people, events?
Well, I don't think it's possible.
But if it were,
then I guess I'd like it.
Of course you would. So would I. So would everyone. No one wants to admit it. No one has the courage. But we all think about it. Lust after it day and night. It's our God and our goal. Power.
Our mystery drama, Son of Satan, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Elspeth Eric and stars Gordon Gould and Ralph Bell. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act 1. It's a coastal town, not far from a major metropolis. There are few high-rise buildings and a great many houses, none of them very new. Many of the streets are bordered on both sides with trees, and at night the town is very quiet. On one such tree-lined street, on one such quiet night, 2 men are walking, one a short distance behind the other. The one who trails calls out,
Sam? Is that you, Sam? Sam, it's Tony. Sam, wait. I'm home. You home?
I'm in the kitchen.
Well, get yourself in here.
I have to put something in the oven first.
I've got something to tell you.
In a minute.
I'll make us a couple of drinks.
Okay.
You're going to need one.
I am. Why?
Well, get yourself in here and I'll tell you.
Well, dinner will be ready in about half an hour.
Here's your drink.
Thank you.
Sit down.
Must I?
You'd better.
All right. I am seated.
Guess who I saw tonight?
Guess whom I saw tonight?
Oh, don't quibble.
A professor should mind his grammar, and when he's wrong, his wife should correct him.
All right. Guess whom I saw tonight?
Whom?
Sam.
Sam?
That's right.
You don't mean Sam Van Camp?
The very same.
Good Lord. I thought he was dead. I don't know why I thought he was dead. I just sort of pictured him dead.
I know what you mean.
We hadn't heard from him in, well, at least 5 years. Just seemed logical that he'd be dead. Well, for heaven's sake, where did you see him?
On La Costa Street.
On that nice old street with all the nice old houses. How is old Sam?
I don't know. I didn't get to speak to him.
Why not?
Well, it was getting dark, and at first I wasn't sure it was him.
It was he?
Him. Then he went under a street light, and I was sure. So I called to him, but he kept right on going.
Well, maybe he didn't know who you were.
I said, Sam, it's Tony. He must have heard me.
He can't still be mad at you, can he?
After 5 years?
Sam was never really in love with me anyway. He just thought he was. Actually, I'm not sure he even thought he was. He was just upset because we broke up our little menage at the beach house.
He liked that little menage.
Well, so did I. And so did you.
Yeah. Swimming all day, surfing.
Playing records all night, and dancing.
An occasional seance. It was fun.
Then you and I grew up and Sam was left out. That's all it was.
I wonder why he didn't stop when I called out to him.
Oh, thinking about something else, probably. You know how Sam always was.
Yeah, slightly kooky.
Slightly?
All the same, that year at the beach was a good year.
One of the best.
I'd like to see the old dude again. Find out what he's been up to.
Do you think he lives on La Costa?
I think I saw him turn in at one of those old houses. Of course, it was getting dark.
He could have been visiting someone.
Yeah.
Why don't you drift over there sometime and find out?
I think I will. Yes, I will. Yes? Sam! Well, it's Tony. Tony Marsh.
Why, Tony.
I didn't know if you lived here or not.
How are you, Tony?
Oh, great. Swell. Fine. You?
Marvelous.
Okay to come in for a minute?
Oh, yes, sure. Of course, I said come in.
Thanks. I won't stay.
Come in, sit down, eh?
You're looking fine, Sam.
How did you find me?
Well, actually, I saw you on the street a few nights ago.
You did? Well, why didn't you say something?
Well, I did. I said, is that you, Sam? Because I wasn't 100% sure. Then I was sure, so I said, Sam, it's Tony. But you kept right on walking, trying to hurt my feelings.
Sam. Huh. Oh, sweet shades of the past.
Come again?
Was I ever Sam?
Well, you certainly were to me. And to Rowena.
How is Rowena?
Fine, fine. Rowena's fine. She wanted to be remembered to you if I could track you down.
Ah, sweet Rowena.
We got married, you know, Rowena and I.
Well, I thought you might. It seemed inevitable.
Well, we did.
Tony, I'm terribly sorry I hurt your feelings the other night.
Oh, that's all right. Rowena said you probably had your mind on something else.
Oh, I did.
Well, then?
I always have my mind on something else.
Something important? Oh, must have been if you didn't hear me.
Oh, very important. Extremely important. In fact, I can scarcely think of anything more important.
Care to tell me what?
Perhaps in due time. Perhaps not. Tony, that's not the reason I didn't answer you when you spoke my name.
No? You mean you really were snubbing me?
Oh, no. You see, it's so long since anyone's called me Sam, I'd quite forgot it was my name.
Really?
Quite forgot.
Old Sam has passed into oblivion.
Well, what do you call yourself now?
Cato.
Cato?
Cato Van Camp. Do you like it?
Well, sure, yeah. But then I liked Sam all right, too.
It didn't sound right after...
After what?
After I took the left-hand path.
What's that? Left-hand path?
Oh, well, if you don't know, then you just don't know.
You could explain.
It's all so difficult. It covers so much territory. How can I explain if you don't already know?
If I already knew, you wouldn't have to explain.
Ah, how right you are, how right. Well, Tony, after our frivolous year at the beach, we were no more than a trio. You, Rowena, and I.
I know.
I shudder to think how callow we were, how unright.
I guess we were.
Even if you and Rowena hadn't fallen in love, I couldn't continue with that sort of existence.
So what did you do?
Remember when we used to talk, the three of us, about the age of Aquarius?
Yeah? Well?
And do you know how we bring about this golden age? Do you know how we prepare ourselves?
Well, no, I don't.
By blatant gratification of our egos. That's how.
Oh?
And do you know how we gratify our egos?
No.
By surrendering ourselves to ourselves.
Sam, I don't think
Cato.
Oh, excuse me, Cato. I don't think I dig this sort of thing. Frankly, I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, my friend, what is it we all want? The best of us, the worst of us, the highest, the lowest, the richest, the poorest. What do we all want?
Money, love, I don't know.
Power. Sheer, unadulterated power. Am I right?
I don't know, Sam. Cato.
Oh, now come now. Of course you know. Wouldn't you like to control things?
Things like what?
Like anything, like everything. People, events, everything.
I don't think that's possible.
But if it were possible?
Well, then I guess I'd like it.
Of course you would. Of course. So would I, so would everyone. No one wants to admit it. Like myself, have the sublime courage to confess up to it. We crave it, we lust after it. We think about it day and night. We scheme, we study. It's our God, our solitary goal, power. Sheer, unadulterated power.
Just what do you want to do with all this power?
Oh, what
Cato?
difference what we do with it. The thing is to have it. You see, it's the attitude of the alcoholic towards liquor. He has to have it. Has to know it's there. It's his. And after a while, he'll get around to drinking it, I suppose, but for the time being, it's enough to know it's his. Well, that's how we feel about power.
Who's we?
The sons of God. You never heard of us?
I don't think so. Is it a religion?
A religion, an art, and a science.
I see. I guess I do.
You don't really. Ah, poor Tony. You're one of the timid ones. You've probably never committed a sin in your whole life.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Have you known greed, lust, rage, overweening pride?
I think I have.
I think you have. If you only think you have, then you haven't. Have you given in to them?
I guess mostly I try not to.
Ah, you see? If you've never given in to them, you've never really felt them. You've never given in to sexual desire.
So, well, that.
Ah, well, enough about me. How is Rowena? Are you two happily married?
Yes. Very happy, yes.
Oh, that's sweet.
You're not married?
Oh, I haven't had time.
She'd like to see you sometime. I'm sure she would.
Well, we must get together.
Maybe you'd come to dinner.
Oh, why not? Or you could come here.
If you can spare the time.
Oh, I think I can. My experiment only consumes the daytime hours.
Your experiment?
I've been working on it for almost a year now.
Would you... Well, I don't suppose you'd care to tell me what it is you're working on. Or is it a secret?
Well, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't know. We're old friends. It's a homunculus.
A what?
Don't you know what a homunculus is?
No, should I?
A homunculus, my dear old friend, is a small, artificial man. Like a dwarf. A mannequin. but made by man. The creation of a homunculus is as old as alchemy. It's an ancient art.
And this is what you're working on? Creating a homunculus?
Of course. Only my homunculus will be possessed of magic powers. This little man, I think he will be no more than 2 feet tall, perhaps less. But he will have the power to rule the world, which is precisely what I intend.
What is the mystique of power? Everyone likes to think he has some influence. I know I do. That his opinion is listened to, respected. That he can even affect some decisions. But power over other human beings, power to help can turn into power to hurt. Power to raise up can become power to strike down. Power to create transmutes into power to destroy. A formidable thing, power. I'll come back to you shortly with Act 2. Tony and Rowena Marsh have revived their old-time friendship with Sam Van Camp, or as he now calls himself, Cato Van Camp. Their friend from the past has become a member of an exclusive sect called the Sons of Satan, dedicated to the gratification of the ego, chiefly by allowing the ego full expression of its every desire. Cato himself is at work on a project he hopes will terminate in the creation of magic powers. As our second act begins, it is 1 year later.
What a marvelous dinner, Rowena.
I'm glad you liked it, Cato.
Your cooking's changed since the old days of the beach house.
Oh, I should hope so.
What was that dish we used to eat? Made out of seaweed or something?
Kelp.
I rather liked it.
Roast beef is better.
Well, we've come a long way, haven't we? Tony, a professor now.
I am a mother.
And you, Cato, what would you call yourself?
Prophet of the ego, perhaps.
Oh, come on now.
Moralist of the future.
Oh, Cato, really?
Now, don't laugh. I'm warning you, don't laugh.
Well, I wasn't exactly laughing. It's just that...
I'm being pretentious.
I'm going upstairs and see how the baby is. You two finish your coffee.
Okay.
Oh, there's some brandy someplace if you want it.
Want some?
I don't think so. Actually, I disapprove of alcohol. One day we'll have a totally controlled society that will protect us all against drugs, and alcohol will be at the top of the list where it belongs. Drugs are false helpers, treacherous.
You never use them?
Oh, a pinch of hemlock now and then.
Hemlock? Well, that's what they used to kill Socrates, isn't it?
I don't take that much, needless to say. In small doses, it's a mind bender, but I don't rely on it. It's too dangerous, like nightshades. I used to raise it in my garden, but I don't anymore.
I'm glad to hear that.
How would you kindly refrain from calling it a thing?
Okay. Well, you're a little man with the magic powers.
I'm waiting for a shipment of cordite. They're late with it, and it's holding me up.
But your prospects look good, do they? For giving birth?
Just what do you mean by that?
I mean, one day soon you'll have your homunculus. You'll have your baby.
My what?
Your baby. That's what you want, isn't it?
Are you crazy or something?
I looked up homunculus in the dictionary. It means a little man, as mannequin.
I told you that. First time you came to see me, I told you that.
Yes, but it also means fetus.
Fetus?
That's what the dictionary says. Have your baby. Rowena's had hers. Now it's your turn.
That's not excruciatingly funny, in case you thought it was.
I guess not. By the way, have we ever thanked you for being so kind and thoughtful? All during the pregnancy and ever since. Rowena appreciated it.
Oh, but I adore Rowena.
And you've been wonderful with the baby. Not just all the presents, sitting with him and all that.
But I worship the baby.
Sometimes you forget to tell people things, you know. I just wanted to say that I'm glad we all got together again.
We should never have been apart.
Yeah. Well, those things happen, unfortunately.
Oh, look, I ought to be getting on home.
It's early.
Yes.
Well, if you must, you must.
I'm sorry to eat and run.
Oh, that's all right.
I'll see you soon. My house next time.
You bet.
Night, Rowena.
You leaving?
I have to. Lovely evening. Many thanks.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Tony, just a slave to my project.
I'll give my love to the little homunculus.
Don't joke about it.
Sorry.
One day you'll see. That little man is going to take over the whole world, be in charge of everything. And when that day comes...
Yes? What then?
Watch your step, that's all. Just watch your step.
Ed? I don't much feel like it, and that's the truth.
I had to get my own breakfast.
Big deal.
Oh, you sick?
I don't know. I'm not well, I don't think.
Hold everything. I'll take your temperature.
Cato have a good time last night?
Yeah, I think so. And here, stick this in your mouth.
He went home early.
Oh, something about a shipment of cordite that was supposed to arrive and didn't.
Cordite?
Part of his scientific project, so-called. The homunculus thing.
Oh, that.
I made a little joke about it. He didn't much like that. I can't blame him. It wasn't much of a joke. But he sure takes that thing seriously. I told him homunculus also meant fetus, have his baby. He didn't know homunculus also means fetus. And for some reason it annoyed him. Upset him. Okay, let's have the thermometer.
Poor Cato.
Why poor Cato? Holy Moses. You've got a fever, you know that?
What is it?
101 and 2/10.
Must be the flu.
Look, I'll call and tell them I won't be in.
Oh, no, don't do that.
I can't leave you alone here with the baby. You shouldn't get out of bed. I'll call the doctor.
No, not yet. I'll take some aspirin.
100 and...
Tony, don't, please. It's just the flu or a virus.
Well, I'm going to call the university and tell them I won't be in.
Now, don't do that either.
You can't stay alone here. Take care of the...
Call Cato. He'll come over and sit with me.
That's an idea.
And he's wonderful with the baby.
Good idea. I wouldn't do this, but I've got that meeting with the dean. I can cancel the classes, but the meeting's important.
Yes, hello.
Cato, this is Tony. I have a favor to ask of you.
Yes, Tony.
Rowena's come down with something. Flu, she says. And I have to go to the university, meeting with the dean. I was wondering, could you possibly...
You want me to come over there?
Well, she's running a fever, 101, little over. And there's the baby. Could you?
Well, I'm just cleaning up here. I really...
I'll cancel my classes.
I'll be there. I'll clean up here later.
Thanks. Make it soon.
Right away.
Thanks a lot.
He's coming.
Yeah, right away. He said he was cleaning up the joint, but he could do it later.
Good old Cato.
How do you feel?
Fairly rotten.
I hate to leave you, but that meeting's at 9.
Now, you run along. Cato has his own keys.
That's right, he has. You'll be all right till he gets here?
I'll be fine.
Sure you will. Cato will take good care of you.
Rowena?
That you, Cato?
Yes, love.
So good of you.
Now everything's going to be fine and dandy. How do you feel?
Not so good.
This your thermometer?
I just took my temperature. It's gone up 103.
Oh, dear. Maybe I should call the doctor.
Oh, no, not yet.
Well, I'll call Tony.
No, don't. He'll be home in a little while.
Well, I brought you an ice pack and a thermos full of fresh orange juice. Could you drink some?
Maybe.
And I brought you a little pill to relax your nerves, help put you to sleep. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dear. The baby's crying. No. You just lie back and I'll go see what's the matter with him. If anything, which I doubt. You just relax now, you hear?
Mm-hmm.
What's the matter, little man? Want to be picked up? Well, come on. That's it. Caramundo, fair, fair, fair. Marlo canik tarumano, kin, kin, kin.
Cato, what are you singing?
Oh, just improvising, love. Now go to sleep. Saretosi, Santa Manta, Lone, 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 Criptomanto, Lone.
Cato? Cato, are you there?
You want something, Rowena?
How long have I been asleep?
About half an hour.
Well, it's the most amazing thing. I'm completely well.
You mean that?
I woke up feeling wonderful.
I'm delighted.
I took my temperature. It's normal.
Fascinating.
I don't know if it was that pill you gave me or what.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, maybe just the sleeping.
Possibly.
No, I'm going to call Tony. Would you hand me the phone, please?
Here we are. Uh-oh. Baby's crying.
Oh, he's hungry. As soon as I talk to Tony, I'll feed him. Strangest thing. I never felt better. Well, I'm going to get up and then Hello? May I have the dean's office, please? Thank you. Was the baby any trouble, Cato?
No. I picked him up.
Yes, is Mr. Marsh there? This is his wife calling. Thank you. I'm glad the baby didn't act up. He does sometimes.
No?
Me? It's me. Guess what? I'm well. Absolutely. Well, Cato came over and brought me an ice pack and some orange juice and a little pill. My fever had shot up to 103 by then. No, it's all right now. I went to sleep for half an hour, and when I woke up, I was well. Yes, I took my temperature. It's normal. I feel great. So, honey, you don't have to come home. As soon as I hang up the phone, I'm going to get up. Cato can go home and tend to his cleaning or whatever, and... Well, if you've already canceled your classes... Of course I want to hear what the dean said. Okay, I'll see you. Well, whenever you get here. But I don't want you to worry because I'm fine. I'm halfway out of bed right now. Okay, see you. I'm getting out of bed. Tony will be home pretty soon, so you don't have to worry about me. You can go home. Cato, you hear me? You are in the baby's room, aren't you? Cato? Why, I thought you were in here. Where did you go? Oh, good Lord. Oh, no. Oh, no. No!
It's not often that a friendship allowed to languish for so long can be revived. Circumstances change. Interests change. The status of one or another shifts. It's a rare thing when brought abruptly together after a long separation, friends discover that affection and compatibility still live, that they can pick up where they left off and go on. It's a happy discovery, but go on to what? That is the question that abides. We'll be back shortly with the final act. Reunited in friendship after a 5-year separation, Tony and Rowena Marsh are enjoying the company of Cato Van Camp. While Tony teaches at the university and Rowena becomes a mother, Cato works earnestly at producing chemically a homunculus, a tiny man with magic powers. When Rowena falls ill with an alarmingly high fever so that Tony can keep an appointment. Now Rowena has awakened from a short sleep to find her temperature normal and her health restored. But when she searches for Cato in the baby's room...
Cato? I thought you were in here. Where did you... Good Lord. Oh, no. Oh, no, no! Answer, damn you, Cato. Answer the phone. Oh, you've got to be there. If you're not, where are you? Where have you... Oh, Tony, please. Come home, please come home. Be here. Operator, get me the police. No, never mind, don't. Oh, Tony, you said you were coming home. I need you. Tony, is that you? Oh, Tony.
Hey, what's this?
The baby's gone. What are we going to do?
Oh, now, wait a second. Calm down. The baby's what?
He's gone, disappeared, vanished.
He couldn't.
Cato took him.
Oh, I don't... Are you sure? Now, wait now.
The baby is gone, and Cato is gone. I have looked all over this house 4 times. They are both...
When I talked to you, you said you felt wonderful.
I did. Cato came over and gave me a pill and some orange juice, and I went to sleep. But by that time, my fever was way up, but I told you all that on the phone.
Where was Cato when you called me?
He was in the baby's room. The baby had cried. I knew he was hungry, and I felt so good by then that I said I'd get up and feed him as soon as I talked to you. So after I hung up the phone, I got out of bed and went into the baby's room, and it was empty. The crib was empty, and Cato wasn't there.
It's all crazy. Did you call Cato at home?
Well, what do you think? I've called him 6 times, but nobody answers. I was half out of my mind, and I started to call the police, but then I thought I'd wait till you got here.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Well, I don't like to call the police right away.
Cato has my child.
We've been seeing him for a year. He's never done anything.
How do we know what he does when he's not with us? Working on those insane experiments, practicing that nutty religion, Satanism, isn't that what you call it?
Yes, but that doesn't mean... Well, it's not what you're thinking. I mean, they don't believe in murder. It's nothing like that, really. Believe me.
You don't know. You've never met any of those sons of Satan except Cato.
But he's been so good to us. He's been very sweet, a good friend.
Tony, call the police. Tell them to go to Cato's house and arrest him for kidnapping.
We don't know for sure.
I want my baby back before that crazy monster kills him.
Look, before we call the police, let me go over to Cato's house.
He is not there. I told you he doesn't answer the phone.
Maybe he's down in the basement in his laboratory. The baby. Then the baby must be in his house. End of the block, driver. Last house. This is it. Here. Keep the change. Come on.
Tony, look.
What?
The basement window's all smashed.
Blown out. It looks like there's been an explosion.
In the laboratory. Do you think the baby is...
I don't know.
If anything has happened to my child...
Well, hang on. We'll find out.
Tony, break it down. Break the door down.
Okay. Stand to one side. This won't be hard. In the basement.
Do you think he's dead?
I don't know. How should I know?
The baby, Tony.
This is the door to the basement.
Are you going down there?
Yes. Now, wait a minute. You hear something?
No. Yes. It sounds like someone sweeping.
Yeah.
Cato?
It could be. Cato? Cato? Are you down there? What? It's Tony. Tony and Rowena. Is that you down there? I'm cleaning up. Would you mind coming up here for a minute? We have something we want to ask. There you are. Hello.
Cato, where is the baby?
Upstairs.
He's here?
Upstairs in my bedroom. Is he all right? Certainly.
Oh, I'm going upstairs to get him.
Rowena, upset? Look, let's you and I sit down for a minute, okay?
Oh, sure. I would have finished sweeping up in the basement, but I guess that can wait.
What happened down there?
An explosion.
That's what it looked like from outside.
Remember last night I told you I had to get home to check on a shipment of cordite?
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
And that's why I left so early, right after dinner. Well, the cordite was here when I got home, and I already had a good supply of fulminate of mercury. I thought I'd take the next step. The decisive step in my experiment.
You mean the...
Sincere.
I know you are.
A little man who can rule us all with magic. It's a beautiful concept, don't you think?
What happened when you got home?
Well, I still don't know what I did wrong. Perhaps I was tired, or perhaps all my calculations had been in error from the very start. I really don't know, but there was an explosion, and the laboratory was wrecked.
Cato, when I called you this morning and asked you to come over and stay with Rowena, you said you had a lot of cleaning up to do. Was this what you meant? The laboratory?
Yes, I felt very badly about it. So much work, so much planning, so much thought.
You came to my house anyway.
Oh, I could clean up any time. I couldn't possibly start over. I don't have the money. I don't have the heart. You know?
So, you came to my house, and then what?
Well, Rowena was very, very sick. You shouldn't have left her, Tony, or the baby.
I know.
I took Rowena an ice pack and some orange juice and a little tranquilizer, and she went to sleep. I sang to the baby, and he went to sleep. And when Rowena woke up, she was well. The fever had disappeared.
I know. She called me, told me.
Well, while she was talking to you, it dawned on me. The baby had done it. The baby had made Rowena well. Homunculus, you see?
Cato, that was wrong.
Wrong?
The baby belongs to us.
I can't keep it?
No.
Not even for a little while?
No.
Oh, well, I suppose somewhere there's another tiny little man with magic powers. I just have to find him.
Have you given up your idea about the homunculus?
Well, not completely. Someday, if I can find some money, if I have the heart for it, perhaps someday. I'm really sorry you can't.
You would.
And I'd have taught him magic. And one day, who knows? He might have ruled the world.
Cato.
Are you ready to go home, Tony?
Yes.
Rowena.
Yes, Cato.
You look very beautiful holding the baby like that. The baby looks very happy. Oh, maybe he's better off with you and Tony than with me.
I wonder what Cato's doing now, alone in that house, with the ruins of his experiment.
No, I couldn't care less. I think he should be put away someplace.
Sorry for him.
You are? Why?
Oh, he wanted so badly to be a big man. And he never was anything, really. He wanted to be rich, but he didn't know how to go about it. He wanted to be loved, but he never was. Not really. But most of all, he wanted to be powerful, to run things.
What's the point of being powerful and running things? I'd rather be happy.
Yes, but it's very important to some people to have power. But Cato didn't want to get it the ordinary way. And he didn't want the ordinary kind of power. He wanted it to be magical. You know, he took the baby because once he taught him magic.
Oh, what nonsense. I got well because I...
Yes. Why did you? Why did you get well so suddenly the way you did?
Well, I slept.
That wasn't enough.
A pill?
That was just a simple tranquilizer.
I got well because I had to, for the baby's sake. Yes, while I was sleeping, I realized that the baby was in the next room with Cato, and that he wasn't safe there, that I must... That's what happened.
And you don't call that magic?
No. It's mother love, that's all.
That's all? Very powerful magic. You know what Cato said to me about power that first day when I went to see him? I asked him what he would do with it if he had it.
What would he do with it?
I don't think he had any idea what he'd do with it. He said it didn't make any difference. The thing was to have it. He said it was the way an alcoholic feels about liquor. He has to know it's there. It's his. And that's how Cato feels about power.
It's crazy.
He said if he could keep our baby for a
year in this room.
That's it. That's it.
What?
A baby's the only one who rules the world. His world. His little immediate world. That's what's wrong with Cato, of course.
What?
He wants to be a baby again. He wants the power back that he had when he was a baby. Anytime he opened his mouth and yelled, somebody put something in it. He didn't have to work for it. He didn't have to deserve it. No, it all came to him by magic. The magical power of a baby. Oh, of course. It's all very clear. The only person with power, the only person with magic, is the baby.
The tyranny of the baby lasts only a little while. All too soon, the little king is asked to give up his absolute power. With smiles or threats or tears, we coax or frighten or blackmail him into becoming tame and civilized. No wonder he rebels. No wonder he can never desert completely the world where his cry was law. The degree to which he can relinquish the memory of it is the degree to which he conforms to our reality. I'll be back shortly. Poor baby. When he discovers that the world does not, after all, revolve around him. When for months it had seemed that it did. Now begins the laborious process of finding a place in that world. A place of warmth and welcome. He needs love. He needs money. Above all, he needs self-respect. Without these things, he will not find his proper place in the world. In fact, he will feel himself forever in terrible danger of falling off it. Our cast included Gordon Gould, Joan Lovejoy, and Ralph Bell. The entire production was under the direction of For Another Adventure in the Macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.